Just waiting on Titus.
Looks that way. Well, no. Burrell's also late. Or Graham is also running a tad bit behind. So. But half the time we haven't really figured out what we're doing until about 7:40 because we're all kind of scattered. So it should be all right.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yes. Yes. Cool. Actually, Barrels looks like she's getting on. She has problems with Discord. So I heard that Discord is trying to find a way to implant Roll20 inside the Discord app.
It's pretty awesome.
Make it completely streamlined.
I mean, knowing Roll20, it'll be horribly broken for like 10 years. But, you know, you gotta start somewhere.
I was reading an article about somebody who was attempting it with the beta, and it was not the most glowing of reviews.
Well, I mean, it is a beta, so.
Yeah, I mean, beta should be broken because you should be ambitious in your beta and then figure out what you can actually do. But
it just still, like, floors me that Wizards of the Coast didn't have something ready. Instead, like...
And so they try to do that weird 3D thing, which was, like, super ambitious and nobody wanted. It was very bizarre.
Yeah. I didn't want 3D. Because, like, it's like a book, like, versus a movie. Like, the more you show, the less, like, you can leave to your imagination.
Right.
So, I'm a firm believer in, like, minimalism when it comes to maps and stuff. Everyone just kind of pictures their own scene, same as if you're reading a book.
Yeah. Like, I've seen some of, like, the 3D GIF animated maps and stuff. They're cool, they are. But it seems like a lot of work for, like, a lot of them are, like, small maps, right?
Yeah.
Just for, like a one-shot encounter. Like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worthwhile.
And, you know, like, I don't want to spend, like, 6 hours designing a dungeon. I'd rather spend that time working on other parts of the adventure. Like, leave that stuff to video games. Video games do that well. But when there's an actual DM, like, it's storytelling. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I don't think you need a super detailed map. Or 3D.
No, a huge token that shows up on the map will take care of all of your needs, really.
Although being
Ask Trey
able...
about his love affair with crocodiles. So.
Oh, are you guys doing the lizard folk stuff?
Yeah.
You're using my crocodile, Trey.
Am I what? What?
I said, are you using my crocodile?
You and that.
Oh, no.
The giant crocodile showed up, and we're like, yeah.
No, that wasn't the. Yeah, that was something different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not that.
I mean, it's perfectly fine if you were, but I had a boss encounter for Trey and his group in the old West Marshes or whatever, where there's this huge crocodile that they had to fight. It was very scary.
Yeah, it was not that big. It was not the.
Actually, Trey has whipped out a crocodile on us a couple of times, so it's like his favorite monster, I think.
The first one was part of Rachel's, like the way she wrote it, so that was just me doing what she had already written. The second one, the second was actually in the Wizards of the Coast campaign, but I just combined it. I combined it with another encounter, so you had to deal with both of them at the same time. That was what was different about it.
It did make walking through the swamp like way more like
Tense.
random encounter for this one. Maybe we may occasionally lose a smaller member to a crocodile.
Yeah, but Lou, they haven't gotten to the part that that you helped me with yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, looks like everybody's here. Hey, oh, you
Welcome.
had to plug in your headset.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Nothing. We were talking about game tables. It's like, it's weird because Roll20, in my opinion, is one of the best, and it's still just so janky. Like even like 15 years later, it's like, come on, guys. Can't you guys have perfected this yet? But nope.
yeah.
I think it's just
one
because
day we'll.
yeah, I mean, I think it's just because it was made for so many different game systems.
That is true. They tried to be a GURPS of tabletop. So
Yeah, I should probably look into some of the other functionality from the other systems and see if I could use it in D&D. Like, I really like what they have so far with the light mapping and the exploration with the maps. There's probably other systems like that I could use. Alright, so everyone's here in any case. Let's see. It looks like Hope Caller is scribed today.
All right, let me pull up my what? No, what? No, stop that. There it goes. All right. Yeah, I can do that. Let me pull up my app for that. And I'll go with that.
We have Beryl as quartermaster.
Doc.
I assume you are alright with that, Beryl.
Yep.
Scarel and Snarl.
All right. So
What's Beryl's final form going to be called? Just Beryl.
this today is.
But as previous scribe, we have Thorothy. Keeping the story point, I assume. All right.
Yep.
All right. So, would you like to give us a recap of last game?
Well, we found ourselves sort of interested in particular of being rescued from the jaws of our almost inevitable death last week. We then went to figure out what we could do with the see, we figured we would have a plan to look at ways of getting about the actual plane. We all managed to be enslaved for the purposes of what we were going to do. So, moving around, I've got a nice pair of manacles on me that match my skin tone. Had went to the tavern, had a few drinks, had a note slipped to us with an extended menu of things that could be found and bought. Listened to a few conversations, had a few drinks, got chatting about night weather, gone back to the ship looking to rob the Gift Navy, having a drinking contest where we did lose some exploits after Titus managed to get knocked out in the first round, and a great and healing potion as well. Beryl was going around trying to make up the money that Titus lost after he got very drunk and passed out. We also then went to the market to sell various bits and pieces to raise some money. Trading items didn't work for myself because I was magically enhanced, and we had a ring that knew that I was enhanced in that direction. Trader we'll exchange your gold and telling us to stick together.
All right. Thank you for that recap. I still don't have a map of the base, so we're just gonna have to keep doing theater of the mind, at least for the base as a whole. I have some smaller maps, but it
Yeah, that's
is the 68th of summer at 8:30 p.m. What do you want to do? Hey, why doesn't it have the actual date?
Is that okay? So let's see. Last thing we were doing, we talked to the smith, we sold some stuff. Now we have money, and we were going to go to what was our next port of call?
I believe we were gonna go talk to either the contact that the captain gave us, or we were gonna. Oh, actually, I think that's what our game plan was: get money, and then go talk.
Yeah.
That we needed to.
Yeah, that's right. That's
literally
right.
just finished talking to Rigoro. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Is that right? Rigoro?
Yes.
Rigoro? Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Ikvith. We're going to go to Ikvith.
yes, you're gonna go speak to Ikvith, the Gith. What are they called? Navymen.
I have it written down, but next to it I have Captain's contact. Because I'm never gonna be able to read that. right off the
Captain
bat.
what?
The captain's contact. Because I'm
Oh,
never gonna be able to read his name right off the bat. Like when I'm
Oh.
talking about him, I'm always gonna refer to him as like.
that guy.
That guy. Yeah, that guy. Fantasy names, man. God damn.
Just all over the
Like,
place.
once I hear it, I can say it, but when I don't hear it for a while and I read it, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just kind of make noises and put like apostrophes between them, and you have a fantasy name. Garblock, Bin Bang, Death Knell. I could do this all day. Mzel,
It took
Cat-
me
Or
forever
as
to
someone
come
from
up
work
with a title.
was
Caho.
called Smith with no I or TH. So
Smith. No,
no, it
Sma.
was SMYPHE. And
Oh.
they looked at me like I was an asshole because I couldn't figure out how to spell their name.
It's pretty straightforward, guy.
They were like, "Come on, man!" I'm like,
All right. Well, you had just finished speaking with Regaro, and he's just kind of getting his shop all sorted as the day is starting. What
Okay.
does the group want to do? I'll say it's 9 o'clock in the morning when you finish talking to him.
"All right, that'll work." Let's go to Ikvith.
All right. So he is usually on duty until lunchtime. You were told to meet him at one of the kind of restaurant areas near the castle, or I guess it's kind of like a bunker, almost like a military bunker. It's like a large fortified building. But yeah, so you have a few hours till that. You can pass time if you want.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be in a market and we're, whatever. I guess we could like just see what's for sale. So,
I mean, mostly it is it's stuff that I mean, like it has like there's some book stuff for sale here. There's some ordinary things, but most of the stuff here is kind of more extraordinary things, kind of traded between some of the different factions. What sort of things are you looking for?
I don't know. What are we looking for? Oh, I know what we're looking for. we wish to look for a you're right, a portable hole. We want to find a portable hole.
We want a
Portable hole. Interesting.
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong?
Isn't that how we got into this mess?
True.
No, my question is, what happens when you put a diagonal holding and a portable hole together in the astral plane?
That's actually a good question. That's fair.
You just end up somewhere random on the material plane.
I don't know if those would even function on the astral plane.
I have no clue either. So I guess this is a question. Do bags of holding still work? I'm assuming they do.
I sure hope they do.
So they
Nothing that says it doesn't.
yeah, although your boots didn't work. Has anyone tried using a bag of holding since we've been here?
I mean,
yeah.
have we taken anything out of the party inventory?
I mean,
I don't know,
assuming
have
we did because
we just
we
sold a bunch of
had to
stuff.
sell those sickles and stuff.
Oh, are those in the bag of holding?
Yeah, we've definitely been in and out of the bag.
Well, at least one of them seems to be working then.
I've got a question. If that is just a hole to a space in the astral plane.
Well, no, it's not actually a space to the astral plane. It's like a pocket dimension.
Pocket. Its own dimension.
Which
Not
kind of
accessible from the astral plane.
It exists kind of parallel to the astral plane, which is why when it implodes and rips, it drops everything into the astral plane.
Oh, okay.
It's like we took a little bubble of the astral plane and separated it.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything is kind of adjacent to the astral plane. That's why you kind of use it to planeswalk. So, like technically, the world of Gaian is kind of adjacent to you in a weird way right now. Not exactly like the reflections of Gaian, like the Shadowfell and the what's it called, the Feywild, but kind of similar. Like it's existing parallel, if that makes sense.
Alright.
All the different worlds are. Although I think in 5th edition they tried to make it more like space, right?
A wee bit.
Rather than a weird between area that it was in older editions.
But almost nobody likes that supplement anyway, so.
Yeah, I like the old way. We don't have to have space in D&D, it's fine. Space is a different thing. Anyway, what do you want to do? Oh, right. You said you're looking for a portable hole, right?
Yep.
So a lot of these stalls have more simplified weaponry and kind of like uncommon level magical items. Portable hole. I mean, there's a couple of different things. Is there any specific uncommon items? I mean, you could go look for a rare item. It would just be harder. But like weapons, armors, well, yeah, anything that's uncommon, basically. Not guaranteed it'll be here, but there's a bunch of uncommon magic items. What did you say?
Gloves of thievery?
Sure. So you're going to spend some time talking to people.
The whole group doesn't have to work on that. That you just asked if you said that there were some common items around the marketplace or uncommon items, so I figured I would look out for those. But I think that the portable hole is like far more like.
I mean, if we want to all spend our action trying to suss out a portable hole, I think that's a worthy attempt.
Agreed.
So.
Yeah, if that's what you guys want to try and do, we can do that.
You could certainly ask around about it. So I'll say persuasion or investigation can help here. I'll take up to 2 checks from the group. As having you all work on it.
Looks like a Tharothy thing to me.
I don't think you want me doing either of those checks.
They're finding 2 things the group can't do.
And hopefully we have someone who's very good at investigation.
Don't we?
I mean, I have a 0 modifier on investigation, so
Oh,
I have
that's
a
good. How about
negative.
persuasion? You got anything in persuasion? Because I got nothing.
That's why I said I had a 0 in investigation because I have a -1 in persuasion.
It's the opposite for me. I have negative in investigation and 0 in perception.
Oh my.
So,
All
here you
throw
go.
you, baby. All throw you.
Do you know what? I'm going to make up for your ineptitude here. I have.
Can we just give him
So
the
what
help
we?
action?
It's
Can we do
like,
that instead?
hold my beer.
I have a +5 in persuasion
Nice.
and a
Alright.
+1 in investigation. But if you really need something, I can intimidate them where I have a +10.
No. Let's not do intimidation.
Not yet. So
Not
keep that
yet.
in the back
We'll wait for
pocket.
that.
I mean, yeah, you probably want to start by being nice, I guess, unless you really want to start yelling at people to tell you where the portable hole is.
Yeah,
Where,
like turning
where is
into
it?
Karen is never a way to good start. You know.
What do you know?
What do you know? You tell me now.
Yeah, where's the portable hole? It's like Batman. Where is it? Tell me. All right, go ahead and give me a persuasion, and any of you can make one of those other rolls.
Since we're all equal,
You could do another
I'll
persuasion as well.
I'll
Okay.
roll investigation. So, yay.
You got this.
So you ask around, which leads you to someone who is actually selling a bag of holding, but they do not have a portable hole for sale. So
Well,
unfortunately,
okay.
that was a bust, and it is
How
now
much for the bag?
How much for the bag of holding?
bag of holding would be 30 doubloons.
Oh,
Would you take
Oh.
trade?
What would you offer him in trade?
I would show him. Where's that list we were talking about trying to sell?
So he would say, I'm looking for items of utility more than weapons or armor. So if you have something like that, I would be interested. Same rarity only, please. I know have no wish to have a bunch of common magical items.
Where did we put it? Did we sell them all?
well, you sold the 4 sickles and some, or you sold some sickles and the hammers,
Right.
and then, for whatever reason, I can't see the tribe information thingy.
Oh, really?
Um,
The link
filter.
is in the Discord. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. You can't see anything right now. It's
Oh
weird.
no, it's fine. I had it filtered. I accidentally unchecked everything instead of checking everything.
Oh, I see.
All right. So
It's all good. It's all good.
let me find.
Someone a robot?
It sounded
Here.
like a frog to me.
That's my sweat system. I've got the heating on here because it's a little bit cold. So
Oh, okay.
apologies.
What about this lovely fireproof? No, that's common. This wand of conducting. Oh, that's common as well. Never mind.
Yeah,
All
I was
right.
gonna
Okay.
say,
How
I'm
about?
pretty sure that's common.
Okay. Sorry.
If he wants to, lead an orchestra or something.
Here's this really cool armor that allows you to swim. I'll show him the mariner's chainmail.
It says, no weapons or armor.
Actually, that's not.
Oh, no armor as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless we want to offer the ring of fire resistance, but I think we said we'd rather keep that in the bag for
It's a pretty valuable
future
thing to have.
missions. Yeah. All right. Yeah, mostly all the stuff I've got is armor. Bell branch. I'd show him the bell branch. I don't know if that counts as a weapon. You can cast magic from it.
Hang on, let me look at it. Bell
It's
branch?
actually rare. That's actually rare. But I would trade it for the bag of holding if he's interested in it.
Yeah, he'll take that trade if you want to trade the bell
Everyone
branch
okay with
for
that?
a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because we've had that for a long, long time, and Barrel's not going to use an attunement slot on it, so. All right, I'll trade that.
All right, so
And then-
he would give you his bag of holding, and you would give him the bell branch.
All right. I think that's fair. Bag of holding is a lot more useful.
Yep.
Who wants to carry it?
Let's see. I mean, obviously, I can't be trusted with it. So.
I mean, I can carry it, but I don't
But
know.
he
like-
also cannot be trusted.
Well, no, I don't think. I think it's two different reasons we can't be trusted. One is I might run off into a dungeon by myself, like I did with the bag.
Caller, do you
with
wanna-
the whole?
Pope Color or Thorothy, would you like to carry a bag of holding?
I've heard the risks in carrying a bag of holding with this group.
Just
Dorothy,
don't go jumping into any
should
other
carry
extra
this.
dimensional space.
Oh, I just take the thing.
Okay. All right.
Good
Just a
job.
bag.
That's one way to call it. here's
that
this
will-
amazing item.
That will help
Everybody's
with,
like, I don't know.
yeah, that will help with some of the weight issues that we've been having. So
I can't.
You okay?
We're good. We're good. Promise.
all right, and I went ahead and put a column for that in the inventory.
All right, so you have
So we
another
can
bag of
track the weight.
holding. And who did you say was carrying that?
Titus.
Titus. All right. Very good. So yeah, you finished the transaction. That took you a couple of hours, so we'll say it's about 11:30 now, getting close to lunch.
So we should head to the place.
All right, you're heading to meet the contact.
Yep.
As you are moving through the streets, going kind of towards the north end of the market, which actually this market's fairly big for markets you've seen in other places, even for like a city market. Many of the city markets are smaller than this place. But Beryl, you would notice what looks like a tiny lizard-like creature in a cage. Looks like some kind
I
of
would-
rare beast.
Oh yeah, Beryl would definitely go check out any cages.
All right, so it looks like a tiefling is sitting there, just kind of smoking and lazily taking in the lights above. He
I would
nods
speak
as
to
you.
Comic-
Or go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, he just nods at you as you approach.
Okay, I would just kind of peer in the cage, and I would try saying like, "Hey, little guy," in Draconic, just see if he understands me. I
So
guess if he's a beast, he's probably not going to, but Beryl doesn't know what he is.
no, he just kind of looks at you curiously and squawks. And the
squawks,
tiefling
okay.
laughs. He says, "No, he doesn't speak any languages. Sorry. Kind of a rare little bugger, though. Are you looking to buy some rare beasts?"
What is he?
That I believe is some kind of dinosaur. Is what they call
Oh.
them in the prime material plane.
Is
Gaian,
it
he
nice?
says, maybe? I forget the name of all the worlds. He says, well,
You said he's tiny, right? Like he's little?
Yeah. So he would say, I think
Like a
that one.
Bionicus or something?
Well, I think that one is called a Velociraptor.
Oh, is a baby?
Well, I think in D&D Velociraptors are,
Actual
little.
velociraptors.
yeah, they're actually
They're
small.
like hell chickens.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not.
They're
I don't
like-
think I've ever encountered this.
They're not
monster.
Jurassic Park Velociraptors. They're like little, exactly like little chickens with
They're
claws.
more like the compies.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But he says those little
Oh, I
guys
see.
can be kind of mean, but yeah, I'm not sure why you're looking for beasts. Probably might make a good pet if trained right.
Well, they look pretty. Is its scales soft?
Yeah, I mean these things definitely don't have the armored scales of some of their larger brethren, but these things are more survive through speed, from what I've been told.
Beryl would definitely she'd look to the group like, can Beryl buy?
This is an
Do you?
ridiculously easy sell for Titus.
Yes, but do we have a place to keep a hell chicken?
Beryl will talk to it, and if it wants to stay with tribe, then it will stay with tribe.
What? No. Like responsibility for the Velociraptor. If we purchase it, we can't just let it go. It will be,
Well,
it will
back
fall off the
On
edge.
Gaian, back on
fall
native
into the-
Green, we can let go.
He says, "Are you
Perhaps we
all
come back
procurers of rare beasts? Are you looking to buy more
Beryl
stuff?"
is
Yes.
friends with
Um,
Beryl is friends with
A
all bees.
menagerie is
Go ahead, Beryl. What were you saying?
She just says Beryl is friend of all beasts.
He says, "Oh,
a menagerie is something that is interesting to me, and she kind of takes care of them, but I'm not sure. Is it seems it seems small.
He says, "Well, are you guys some kind of do you have a circus or something? Like, are you looking to buy some larger beasts? Maybe you have some kind of."
Beryl would be interested in what larger beasts are available.
He says, "I mean, honestly, I'm more here to direct people to the larger beast storage area. So I only have one thing here. Looking for more serious buyers. We're only in town for a little bit, but we got some aboard our ship."
Oh, Beryl, very interested in seeing animals on ship.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta go with this one.
This is more of a collection, is what we're trying to procure occasionally. One is something that has a little bit more, I don't know, punch. A little bit more.
More danger?
Yes.
He says, "Oh, is this for like a fighting pit or something? You want them to fight each other?"
No, it's like trophy. It's to show
This
a
is,
worthy collection, as it were.
give me a deception check. Kind of looks at you curiously. Says, "You don't seem like the type who would have some kind of menagerie."
Beryl has many
It's-
beast friends. Beryl
It's
Beryl
not-
is menagerie.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's not really for us, per se.
He says, "Well, do you have doubloons?"
Yes. Though, Beryl, we're going to have to meet the other person first before we can do this.
Okay. Beryl just wants to see what animals are on the ship. Maybe you said ship is here for a few days?
He says, "Yeah, as far as I know. I think we're at least here today. We've been here a couple of days
Sorry.
already.
If you will be here tomorrow, could we just get a quick look and then Beryl will be quiet and we can move on to our next meeting? Is it possible to see what's available?
Says, yeah, probably. Like I said, as long as you are serious about buying and aren't just looking to observe. Says we're not a zoo, you know.
If you were to, then you could charge admission.
Says, well, it's we're more hunters than, you know, people who actually keep the animals.
Okay, well, Beryl wants
how
to
about
come back. Tribe has appointment.
How much
yes.
is the little guy?
Oh, since I can probably give this one to you for, I don't know, it says 4 doubloons.
I'll give you 2.
Oh, can Beryl get new friend?
Says I have a couple more in the back I can bring out if you want to buy one.
No, our camp would be a zoo if Beryl had anything to do with it.
A pack of velociraptors. I'm sure this is never going to end in tears.
Says it's not trained, by the way. If you're gonna have to train it. It's captured in the
Okay.
wild.
Sure.
I'll give you 2
To what?
doubloons.
He says, wait, what did he say? 4?
Yeah, he said 4.
He says, give me a persuasion check.
Am I allowed to use my thing on this one? Out of curiosity,
What thing?
my
Battle Master.
security dice.
Sure, if you want to use a resource on this, go for it. 16. He says, I'll do 3. One always has to bargain over everything.
Take it out of the 5 personal doubloons I kept from last
Oh.
time.
All
And
right.
I will give
Girl,
Beryl
claps her
the
hands.
velociraptor.
So he hands
Is
the
the-
little cage over to you.
So Beryl's able to carry this cage, right?
I mean, probably don't want to bring it into battle, but you can hold it in your hands. You can't really strap it to your back.
Okay. Beryl
yeah.
will kind of coo at it and make little noises. That she's gonna speak with animals later, but for now she'll just use her animal handling, whatever she thinks will calm it and make it
All right, go ahead, give me animal handling.
maybe start to trust her or something.
All right. So
Go on.
it's a little bit frisky at first, but you use some techniques to calm it down, and it doesn't slash your face or anything. It just kind of is more chill now, as it just kind of paces around the cage, and every now and then makes a little screech at you.
Beryl's super pleased. Big grin, lots of teeth. All right, let's go. But Beryl wants to come back and maybe see animals on ship.
Are you bringing this
Yes,
thing
yes.
to the meeting?
Is there a reason
Yes.
I shouldn't?
I mean, you're almost at the meeting place at the restaurant.
Yeah,
You have
so
to
I
go
figure
all the
I'll
way
just-
back to the ship if you want to leave it there.
No, I'll take it with me. I'll
All
keep
right.
it calm. I'll try and keep it calm with animal handling, and I'll step out with it if I have to.
All right. So you get to kind of a little bistro area where there are some people drinking and having lunch. You realize you don't know what this guy looks like. You know he's a Gith, but at this point you would see several Giths sitting around, and actually several of the Gith also have navy armor on, like the mariner dress. It makes sense a bunch of soldiers come to eat here.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Maybe we'll know. Will they know us if we sit and wait? Maybe they will make selves known to us, or I don't remember.
Well, he
details
didn't
of
set
how
up
we
a
were-
meeting. He just gave you a name and a location and said to
what-
identify yourself as being with him. But unfortunately,
Okay.
he didn't consider that you might not know what the guy looked like. Or maybe he
So we have a
thought-
name.
Yeah, you have a name.
Yes.
Okay.
Ict.
Maybe Is there like a bartender or something that we can ask?
Yeah, there's a
Hmm.
so there's like a dwarven bartender. It's just kind of cleaning
Beryl
out
will-
some glasses and handing out drinks.
Beryl's distracted by her new friend, so like she'll follow you guys around but let you do the talking.
All right. Go up to the bar and go, "Excuse me. I would like to send a drink to Ikvith, please."
He looks at you. He says, "I'll recognize you, friend. Do you have um, do you have a tab with us?"
No.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, he says, drinks here are, well, depending on what you want to get, you can get several for doubloon. You want me to start a tab for you and your group here?
yes, please.
All right, and you said you want something sent to Ikvith over there, and he kind of points to a guy off in the corner.
Yes, please.
He says, any preference on what sort of drink?
As usual.
Yeah, he'll nod and start pouring a drink, and have one of the waitresses send it over. So Ikvith would get the drink, and the waitress would kind of smile and point over at the group, and he just kind of gives you a curious look and raises his drink to you as he starts to imbibe.
All right, and I'll head over with the
So,
group.
as you go over, the bartender kind of says, I need at least one doubloon, please.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry, I
Says-
thought we'd taken care of that. My apologies. Yes, and I will point to Beryl and be like,
Yeah, she'll hand it over. Very distractedly.
She's cooing at her little velociraptor. All right, so you hand him the one doubloon. He says, I'll let you know when your tab goes over the one.
yes.
All right, so you head over as the bar guy kind of marks some stuff on a piece of paper. Ikvith would kind of look at you curiously as you approach. Say, do I know you, friend? It's very generous of you to send a drink to me.
We have a mutual friend in crap. I don't know where to put his name. I don't have his name written down.
Good.
If anybody
Give
has
me
his
the-
name, please tell me.
I do, but I don't want to say it out loud. We've a mutual friend in a captain that said that you would have some information we were seeking, and I would lean in close and say his name quietly, Captain. I'm gonna say screw it up, but it's Kojic.
Kaho.
Kyle. Yeah, I have it written down. I'm just terrible at reading things.
So,
It's like, dude, I'm right there with you. Fantasy names and dyslexia are like a great combination.
I was so worried you were gonna say that name loud in this bar.
yeah, with all the mariners around. So he kind of nods and and will get up, taking his drink, and say, "It's lovely out. Perhaps we should go in the back. Enjoy our drinks back
Yes.
there." Are you all getting anything?
I don't have a drink.
I'll. Do they have Astral Ale or anything? Yeah. We all get
They
one.
have all sorts of stuff from many different worlds, some of which you recognize, most of which you don't, and the prices vary quite a bit. The most expensive drink is 5 doubloons.
No.
I'll get whatever the
Basic
guy got.
drinks, because we don't want to get like wasted and.
Yeah, just get a round of whatever we bought him.
So you can get one more of what he has. They kind of have all the prices listed, but you could also just get like another 20 ales or so, like the really cheap stuff, if you just want a normal drink.
Farrell doesn't want
That's
anything.
fine.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Farrell's occupied,
just,
but you guys get yourself some ales or something.
All right, so you
Yeah,
order
we'll take some ales to go.
you order a couple of like whatever they're called, mugs of ale, and go out back. He walks a little away from the place, sipping his drink, looking around, and he'll sit down kind of on the park bench there, looking up at the stars. He says, "Speak quietly, but tell me more about what you're looking for," as he kind of surveys the area, looking casual.
All right, Throthy, you're up.
Alright, let's see what I can do here.
Starts intimidating him. "Where's the girl? Where's our friend? I know you know where he is." It's like, whoa.
Roke just stabs the dagger down on the table between his fingers, like, damn it, where's the girl?
"Where's Vlad, you son of a bitch?" What? Just puts it right to his throat. Says, "I'm crazy, man. Don't test me." Now, what are you actually saying? Sorry. I just like the idea of you using intimidation at the completely inappropriate time. Just because you're good at it.
Just has a fireball in his hands, like, where's the girl?
"Where's Vlad? Tell me." Just completely confusing him. It's like, what? All right, so yeah, what do you actually say to him? Are you actually intimidating him, or was I being silly?
No.
Damn it.
I'm sold on the idea. If you want to go for it, I got your back.
This is what happens when you only intimidate.
The best form of persuasion is intimidation.
Definitely can be.
But no, I'm just gonna be polite and go, we're looking for our friend. We just need the hand to see if we can find him. And if you have found him.
Well, what's your friend's name and what does he look like? Or she?
I would like to describe Vlad to
Give me an intelligence check. I'll give you advantage because tieflings aren't super common. Or tieflings, whatever. The tiefling.
Hey, don't be racist, man.
Now, out of curiosity, because this happened the first session that Vlad was in there, is he still a foot taller and blue, or did he turn back after a while?
No, I do have removed first. I got rid of that. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not that standoutish.
No, I'm thankfully not a foot taller. I don't know about the blue people. Not a foot taller, thankfully.
Well, Vlad was, he had a magic surge that made him taller.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So the guy listens and says, well, "We have a couple of tieflings in our custody. Although you say he was brought to the astral plane accidentally."
Yes, he may have accidentally fallen in a bag of holding with a portable hole attached to him.
Right. Actually, before he says that, he will say, so you ask him about your friend, he would say, "Do you have anything from the captain to give to me?"
Do we?
10 doubloons to start. Captain gave us that specific number that we
yes.
gambled away.
So you pass him the doubloons. Kind of looks at you closely as if trying to eye you up or size you up. He'll take the doubloons, like just kind of slips them into his pouch. He'll say, well, give me a persuasion check, Dorothy. 16. He says, I'm gonna do quick magic incantation just to verify that you are who you say you are. Don't do anything, please. And he will...
Right,
Um,
would
Go ahead.
sigh and go, don't. Mr. Trophy would just be sitting there sighing, going, this could, to himself, kind of going, this could possibly end badly with how I react to magic.
It's true. Your magic tendencies seem to rub off on others here. So he does a little gesture as his eyes glow for a moment.
do we recognize what spell? Arcana?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check. DC 11. You think it was a detect magic spell?
Oh, okay.
Then he will nod and say, all right, tell me about this friend of yours. And at that point, I'll say you describe him.
I'm describing going, I've known him for a little bit. I do not know him as well as some of the others in my party, but I've met him for a while. And I would describe Vlad on what happened to him.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
what he looks like.
you've talked to Vlad a few times, being the other chaos person in the group. Wild wizard. So yeah, the guy. Go ahead. Did you say something?
No, nothing. It's it feels weird trying to describe your own character, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. So yeah, he thinks a moment. He says, "Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Actually, we did pick a stranded tiefling up out in the wastes. He had a bunch of stuff with him. That was a couple of days ago. I think he's scheduled to be executed."
Oh,
Why?
okay,
Shrugs.
that's interesting.
Says, unless I'm thinking of a different person. I don't know. We brought in a couple of people from the waste recently. He says, but I could look into this
Is there
further.
anything- Yes.
I would just need a little bit more palm greasing, if you know what I mean.
The right to sign just kind of look to his companions and go, pay up. Otherwise, I have to stick a dagger into his throat.
Barrel will hand
Did you
over
say
another
that out
10.
loud?
No, he's just thinks that as he goes, pay up, and he just, as he sits there, he goes, he's thinking, I'll have to stick a dagger in his throat if he doesn't agree.
Oh, okay. All right, so you give him another 10?
Yeah.
All right, so you slip him the other 10, which he definitely seems happy about, and says, I'll need to go over to the bunker and get some more info. I probably can't meet you today just because it might be suspicious. But I'll be around tomorrow. He says, there's a lot of mariners around here, so I'd be careful if I was you. Our people are not super friendly with those from the material plane, aka Gaian. And with that, he kind of finishes his beer or his drink and starts walking back towards the tavern. Unless someone's going to say something. Alright, so he...
No,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you saying something, Dorothy?
I was just saying, no, I'm going to go back to my drink and have a swig of it going,
Alright,
this could go poorly.
so you're all kind of hanging out in the park behind the
Did he say when
bistro.
when the execution was scheduled?
No, he also said he might be thinking of a different person, but he said he'd come back tomorrow to give you information.
a tiefling floating in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of stuff. I hope it's. I mean, I hope the one that's scheduled to be executed is not
It's
Vlad,
amazing
but
how often this happens if you think about it.
yeah.
He's gonna come back tomorrow and just tell us the execution was earlier today. Sorry.
Sorry, it's a little late. I got it.
Sorry
Oh well,
about
we tried.
that. Womp
What'd they do with the
womp.
corpse?
It's true. You can raise dead. Alright. Well.
Where is barracks? Do we know where the barracks are?
Yeah, so you can actually see it from here. It's not, well, it's kind of like a large, almost like a church, but at least the design of it almost looks like a church, but it's some kind of military bunker as well. It's, kind of weird because, like, there's windows and it doesn't seem like it's that secure, but it's, like, obviously, like the biggest actual structure on this asteroid thing, because it's like off in the distance up on a hill, and it's kind of overlooking the whole what's it called, whatever this place is, Minos.
Oh, Tribe. What does Tribe think if Beryl sends small familiar to maybe peek in some windows?
Oh, and actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me add some quests to your quest list.
If you think,
Can I do like a bee or a fly for my wild companion?
They have bees and flies in the astral plane.
Don't know. Probably not. They don't have velociraptors either.
And a space fly.
No, I
That's,
mean they have
sometimes
some
what it
they have
is.
some weird plants and what you think are trees in this on this place, but you don't see any actual flies or bugs.
Well, can I make a gnat? I'm just looking for something that can fly but is very inconspicuous.
No, I know. I
Well,
was
what
just
looking through the eyes of a gnat would be like.
Okay, I think I have to stick. I think I have to stick to the familiars listed in the find familiar spell. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think on the astral plane, those probably all stand out as not native.
Yeah, there. I mean, you would probably feel
Any
like
cats or
this
rats?
place is very unnatural, Beryl. There's no birds, there's no bugs, like none of the usual sounds of nature. Like there are plants, but they're also kind of like also out of place looking.
And this is a city, but we haven't seen any like rodents or scavengers or anything.
It's not really a city. It's more of like a trade hub.
But still, there's ships and trade from many
Yes.
places. You would think that rats would have made it here.
But they're
yeah,
not
no.
rats. They're space rats.
Yeah, it would have to be
It's
space
like
rats.
miniature giant space hamsters.
Yeah. Get us some little booze.
But yeah, you haven't seen much in the way of animal life on this place.
All right. I'm gonna. This may be pointless, but yeah, since we're out in the little garden, it's presumably unobserved. Is there people around?
No one too close by.
Let me go review what the options are real quick.
Can we make friends with the astral tree, space tree?
I mean, if there's, I can't shift between planes with the plant spell, but yes, making any large plants or trees that I notice, I would definitely take note of. That might give us some ways to get around here.
All right.
Give me right
give me a nature check, Beryl.
Nature check. She's not trained. Oh yeah, she is trained. She's just not very good at it.
All right. Never mind.
Poop. All right. So I think I'm gonna do. Let's just do. It's dark here, right? Like the stars are out.
Some places are darker than others. This area is kind of lit up by a continual light stone that's suspended above almost like a street lamp, and there are several of these in the area.
All right, I'm gonna pull out a bat.
So it's basically kind of like always nighttime here.
Gotcha. I'm gonna summon a bat and just send them towards the barracks. It's gonna tell it to try and stick to shadows and stay away from getting close to any people. And it just see if it can find any windows to peek in or any yards to kind of fly over the fence and look down in. And I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right. So the bat is flying towards the large structure. Give me a stealth check for it.
Ooh, let me find.
There are definitely a bunch of Gith, especially at the outer gates, keeping watch.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go poof soon. Let me find the bat's sheet. Because I don't know what its stealth is.
I will give you advantage because it's dark out.
Okay, it has 60 feet of blind sight, and it doesn't say any special stealth, so I'll just roll dex.
Okay. You can roll again to see if you get higher.
Oh, sure.
All right. So the bat goes towards the kind of the front area, getting past the gate. The outer guards don't notice it as it kind of flies overhead. You would see. Are you looking through its eyes?
Yes.
All right. So as it flies over, while it wasn't noticed, you would notice that one of the guards on the ground kind of looks in the direction that the bat was flying suddenly and yells something in Gith. And several guards are now kind of looking around that area.
Okay.
Give me a... Wait, let me check something. Give me a... You can use nature or arcana for this knowledge.
Barrels or the bats?
It would be yours.
Okay. I guess nature.
Okay.
She doesn't have arcana. Oh my word, that's 2 nat 1s on nature.
All right. So yeah, there's a little bit of a commotion as several of the guards back by the main gate are looking around now, as if somehow alerted to the fact that something was where, you know, the bat flew past.
I think I will, I'll try and tell it to keep going, kind of as stealthily as it can away from where the guards are alerted.
All right, so the base itself is fairly lit up. On top of the base, kind of in the middle of the structure as a whole, now that you can see a little bit better, there is a very large statue of some kind of female Gith. And you would see several large windows, as well as some doors. Again, it's very strange that a military structure like this would have windows. Let me get the party. Well, I'll just get Barrel's token so you can kind of see what this
Barrel
looks like.
will kind of very quietly speak to the group around her. Like, her eyes are closed and she's kind of probably just like leaning back on the bench or something while she looks through the familiar's eyes. But she would describe
so you
what
can
she's seeing.
You can describe it to them if you want.
Okay.
But yeah, so the bat comes flying in. I'll say there's 2 glowing statues giving off light near the front, and through the massive windows you can kind of see into this place where there are several groups of Gith walking around. I'm not going to put them on the map.
But it doesn't look like the prison part, right?
You don't see anything inside that looks like a prison, at least not in this area. The bat kind of flies to the top of the... I don't know, I guess would like fly over to the wall here to look inconspicuous and land up there.
I would keep going around the structure to see if I can find any windows with bars.
Okay. So this whole area is lit up. So even without the even with the blind sight, the bat has no problem kind of seeing. Although I guess bats only use blind sight, right?
Yeah.
They don't see very well. So yeah.
I guess that's I guess I'm
that's a myth.
interpreting
Actually,
the
that's
echolocation.
really well.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe that's a myth then.
the myth. There's a myth that bats are blind and they can only hear with their sound thing, and they're bad at seeing. It's not true. They see just as well as anybody else. They just happen to have an extra sense on top of that. So,
All right. So
not that it matters, because the game can have completely different mechanics, but in the real world, just for everyone's FYI,
Just so we know.
yeah.
so
yeah, the bat
to be blind as a bat means you see normally.
So yeah, I'm kind of revealing to you as the bat is flying around. As I said, there are a lot of windows that you can see in.
Yeah, and I would tell them there's a lot of really nice gardens and like big atriums and stone, might even be like a temple or a ceremony hall. Like it looks really nice. It doesn't look like a prison.
Yeah, you would see through the window a large, almost like what appears to be a ceremonial hall, where two very well dressed and well armored Gith are kind of sitting on chairs in here.
It
Looks like they're
a religious place, not a
Or like
necessarily
like a lord's hall or fort or not fort, like castle or something. A palace, something.
The executions may be viewed as offerings.
Maybe.
Give me an active perception check. You might notice something.
All right, and I'm assuming this is the bats, right?
You can use yours. Or the
Mine.
bats.
Okay.
It'll probably be yours, actually, not the bats.
Okay. Good.
All right. So as the bat is flying, you would notice that kind of deeper in, you could see through some of the windows. There is a large pillar. Looks like a support structure. This is kind of under where the statue is, like the statue would be on the roof above here. But
okay.
there are stairs going up towards the statue and down into an unseen area.
Okay.
So maybe the prison is below this place.
Are any of the windows open?
No, all the windows are closed. They offer almost like a perfect view, like they're immaculately clean. Like as if someone maybe just cleaned them today, or there's magic or something.
Can I fly up to the statue on the roof and see if I can find where those stairs begin?
So
I think you see it like the entrance to stairs going up and down, right?
I actually think you might be more than 100 feet away at this point, once it got towards the back of this place.
But I can still tell it what to do, even though I can't see anymore, right?
Yeah. So
mentally, I'll mentally tell it to fly up to that statue and see if it can find, like where the stairs.
Yeah. So it could fly up there, and it would tell you there's like a kind of a balcony area up there that the stairs lead up into that kind of looks out over the trade hub, like right in front of the large Gith Queen statue.
Gotcha. Is there a door that closes off those stairs, or can the bat go down the stairs any?
There's a door. It's closed right now. There's no one actually up there.
Okay. All right.
Looks like kind of a viewing area where you could like view the stars and like I said, the surrounding colony or trade hub.
Are there any cracks around that door that like a smaller insect could get through?
The bat wouldn't be sure.
The bat wouldn't know. Okay. All right.
It's not the smartest.
I'll tell the bat to come back. I'll tell the bat to come back to me.
All right. So the bat, give me another stealth check. Oh, with advantage, you can roll again.
Did the second one come through?
No.
Are you kidding me?
All right. So you would suddenly lose contact with the bat. You're not sure what happened to it. You guess you know what happened to it.
I was considering summoning a second wild shape and having the bat come back and pick up the spider and carry the spider, and then the spider try to do some more sleuthing, but anyway.
Wait, no, we can't do that because first you have to put the wolf in the boat, and then no, wait.
I don't
All
think
right,
you
I'll
can have
tell.
more than one familiar, right?
Well, oh, maybe I don't know. If
Yeah,
I
you
have
can't.
2 charges,
Yeah.
I have 2 charges of Wild Shape, and I can use them for Wild Companion. Is it limited?
If
I never thought
it's
about it.
Does
if
it say?
it's
Does it say you're casting? Does it say you're doing a find
Yeah,
familiar? I guess it's
when you
not find
cast a
familiar.
spell in this way, so I think I can only have one. You're right. I've never even
Yeah.
thought about trying to have 2 before. That was brand new idea. So okay,
yeah.
that's fine. I'll tell the
Yeah.
group everything I saw, and then what I sensed from the bat there at the end.
All right. So yeah, like it doesn't seem very secure for if this is a military building, and like she says, it almost seems more like a almost like a church or a chapel or something. It's kind of strange.
Right. So Beryl is sorry. Beryl thought
Perhaps
maybe there could be some leads on Vlad if that could get into jail, but
I've seen something sort of like this in my adventures of collecting information. Some cults have such an assumption of safety and dominance. They do not think that they need guards in their sacred sites.
well,
Well, there was definitely guards there. Like it wasn't
yeah,
an empty building.
there was guards quite pretty much in every entrance and room that you described, right?
Yeah, I mean there were some
I don't know if
places
that's
where
the
there
way.
were like less than others, but yeah, there were a bunch of soldiers there, mariners.
Well, can Beryl go to see Wild Animal Ship now?
Yes. Maybe
You
we'll
guys
see
don't have to
something-
go along with everything Beryl wants, but
No,
she would
no,
definitely
no.
ask.
No, you should. You've been very beneficial. Let's see if there's any more pets that would be of use to you.
Okay. We'll go back to the trader.
All right.
Show us your ship.
You head back to the trader. Yeah, let's see. What time is it?
All right.
So
Large
it's like-
underground reptile. That's what I want to see. I want to see a large underground reptile.
By
Talking about the
underground.
giant lizard or whatever.
A giant underground reptile. That's what I want to see.
All right. So yeah, the tiefling is still there. He has a new one of those velociraptors out in its little cage. He would say, yeah, I can take you to the ship to look around at what we have. I'll
Giant subterranean lizard. That's what it is. I keep saying the wrong word. Giant subterranean lizard. That's what we want.
He says, I just need to clear it with my people. He says, need about another hour waiting for someone to get here to take my place, and I can walk you over there. He says, actually, you know what? Why don't you just walk over? They'll meet you at the door, and they can decide if they want to let you in or not. And he would kind of point over down at the end of the dock, and you would see a fairly large ship, almost the size of the Gith battleship, but a little bit smaller. And he would say,
But it looks more like a cargo container kind of thing.
yeah, so it doesn't seem like it has as many weapons. So it does have some. And he would say, yeah, just tell them that you're interested in looking at the menagerie. Our wares.
Beryl will follow the directions.
Okay, so you go over there.
Trophy, if they, when they ask, I think you might want to point to the cage and see that we already a collector of their.
Yeah, she's still carrying the cage.
Noted.
So you go over there. There is another tiefling. This one is better armed, kind of standing near the gangplank entryway onto the ship. He would put up his hand and say, what are you doing here?
This is Beryl. This is Beryl's tribe. This is Beryl's new friend. She holds up the cage. Beryl is interested in other fancy beasties.
I see you already bought one of our catches. Well, I can let you on board, but it's going to cost you a little bit of a viewing fee just to make sure you're not here to waste our time. He says 5 doubloons. And
This is a very, very big viewing fee.
says, well, if you do buy something, we'll subtract it from the cost.
Beryl will pay
If you don't,
2
we're
doubloons.
just keeping it.
Actually, I should not be bargaining. Someone else jump in.
Yeah.
Cut her off. Cut her
We all
off.
look at Throthy. Throthy's thinking, should I pull the dagger out now?
Where's
Where's the zoo? Where's the zoo?
he's just like, you just see him contemplating it like, I really should pull the dagger, please, like, no, straight.
Just put his hands on it.
It's like, give me the goddamn dagger.
Head in his eyes.
Alright, what are you saying, Therothy? Did Beryl say
Says you go.
something?
She started to say, like, make it two doubloons, but then she, like, looked over at Dorothy as he stepped up, and we'll see what he says.
So if you just go, I think that is way too expensive. I would be suggesting, and you go, be very much suggesting you lower your price to 2 doubloons.
Give me a persuasion.
Do I need to roll as well, or
You can
just
if you
leave it?
want.
I mean, I'm no good at persuasion. I noticed I was talking, so
I think we all just get quiet and just pray that Throthy can pull it off.
right.
Says, well, our wares aren't cheap. I assume you are actually looking to buy something and not just look.
I am looking to buy. I will buy something, but I cannot seem to think that this is worth a 5.
Don't even know what you have yet.
And I am going to studiously like look at the guy and then look at the cage with the Velociraptor and be like, we've already bought something from you.
Says, well, you bought one of the small things. These are our bigger beasties.
That's because we've only seen the small things. Why should we pay before we know you have good things?
Give me another persuasion.
I think
Throthy will help
Throthy, I think
Beryl.
we're helping Throthy. I think that's what it is. We're the help action for Throthy.
Yes, Beryl's just backing
Please
Dorothy
roll
up.
good. Come on, it's all on you, buddy.
Are you saying something
you.
else, Therothy?
Throthy would be basically iterating the same thing as, we've bought something from you. We
You
need to
just-
see the bigger stuff to actually buy something from the bigger beasts.
You're just repeating what Beryl says. He says, alright, look, I can take 3. I'm not supposed to, but you guys better buy something. That's all I'm saying.
Throthy would not do that, would go, well, let's give him the 3.
Beryl hands over the 3.
He nods and kind of motions for you to walk past him. Up on the deck, there are several colorfully dressed tieflings, one of whom smiles at the group as you come up. He's currently talking to a female tiefling who is kind of on the, well, she's not too young, probably early 20s, but yeah, he would see the group and say, we have some visitors. Welcome, friends.
I know we keep finding all these tieflings, but not the one we're looking for.
Yeah,
It's not
apparently
the
these
tiefling
this ship is mostly tieflings, but seeing the small cage, he would say, "So you've met our vendor in the street, then?" And the guard would yell up, "They paid 3 gold." He gets kind of annoyed and gives the guard a dirty
3 gold?
look. Or sorry, 3 doubloons. He says, "Right. Well, we'll make sure we put that 3 towards the price of whatever else you buy. I assume you plan to buy other things."
Depends on what you
I
have.
does not know
Yes.
what is here yet.
He says, "Oh, we have so many different things below deck. Come." And he will motion for you to follow him through the door there, which kind of leads to a stairwell. Down below, you would see what looks like several creatures in very large cages. The largest of which... Give me a nature check, Beryl.
Oh gosh. These. Okay, I finally didn't roll a nat 1 at least. That's quite good. I know what this is. I know I've seen one of these. No, if I'd seen one of them, I wouldn't need to be here. But I've heard of these.
I've heard about one of these.
Let me check something.
Elephant.
All right, everyone. Everyone,
walrus?
think giant subterranean lizard. Everyone, just really
Like
hard.
will it?
Ah,
Will it?
giant subterranean lizard.
You really want her to be?
So the largest thing that you would recognize is a Tyrannosaurus Rex that is kind of, as I said, kind of in stasis. Magically, it seems like magically being held by some kind of spell, keeping it from doing anything. It's almost like frozen in time. Other than that, you would see some smaller ones. And the guy would kind of start talking about the different beasts here. He would be like, "Oh, we have some more."
I need a complete list, Lou, because this affects her wild shapes in the future.
Sure. So he would show you the Dimetrodons, the Hadrosaurus, which is large but not as big as the Tyrannosaurus. Velociraptor, a little group of them. And all of these right now are frozen in some kind of stasis magic. The Quetzalcoatlus.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
That's mythical. Yeah, that one's cool.
The Deinonychus.
Deinonychus, I
Yeah.
believe.
And another one that's almost as large as the Tyrannosaurus, which would be the Stegosaurus.
Nice. So they're
Nice.
all dinosaurs.
Yeah, it seems like these guys have a bunch of dinosaur beasts here.
All right, so I got
They probably came from
T-Rex.
a world with a bunch of them.
Stegosaurus, Quetzalcoatlus. What am I missing?
All right, I think
You
I can
said,
copy and paste
Deinonychus.
them into chat.
Oh, yeah, that's probably good.
It might be Deinonychus now. I'm looking at the name. Deinonychus, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I always thought it was Deinonychus, but there's like an extra N in there.
Dimetrodon.
Dimetrodon. Oh, I missed that one. Let me look that one up.
It's so mean to do this to. I can't pronounce anything.
I'm not even trying.
Me and Titus. Forever.
All right. So of those things, what's the smallest?
Probably the Velociraptor.
Deinonychus. Oh, another Velociraptor. Okay.
Or the
All right.
Dimetrodon. Are they both tiny? Let me see.
I don't think the Dimetrodon
Wow.
is tiny, is it?
Yeah, I think the only one that is tiny is the Velociraptor. All the others are medium or larger.
I really want to see Beryl as a T-Rex.
I don't know if she can. T-Rex is kind of high difficulty.
Yeah, she can only do up to 4, and Tyrannosaurus is DC 8 or challenge rating 8.
Damn.
Stegosaurus.
Wait, I guessed your challenge rating correctly? That's awesome.
Yeah, so she can do the Stegosaurus. She can do the Quetzalcoatlus. She can do. Let's look at this. The Deinonychus and the Dimetrodon. Yeah, so it did give her some new stuff. I'll have to look up what all that stuff means. Beryl was hoping for elephant, but Beryl will take another friend for Beryl's other new friend, and I'll just buy another little because I don't know what they're gonna do if we try to just leave without buying anything. So she'll offer another 3 for another little
Only
raptor.
2 more, I think, or 1 more at this point.
Actually, I wish to.
Oh yeah, that's true. It'd
go
be
up
only
to
one
I
more.
wish to go up to the seller and go. Just how long does your stasis last after purchase?
He says, well, we can dispel it. Well, I mean, they're in the cage, so they're in cages as well. But he says we can take off the stasis when we bring the cage to wherever it is you wish the creature to be. I assume you have a ship somewhere.
Yes. Would the stasis last for 12 hours after purchase? If not, there's some things that we would need to set up.
He would say the stasis, I mean, we can make it last 12 hours. So if you need it to last 12 hours, we can have that happen.
What's the longest you can make it last?
It says it has to be renewed every day. So at the end of the day, we have to make sure our people put the magic back on them.
So if we came in the morning, we would have the longest period that we could travel before we would have to do some transition work.
Well, I mean, they should be fine in their cages, even if they're not in stasis. It's just they would be a lot louder if we didn't have them like this. Like, the cages will hold them.
How do you guys feel about the short-necked bird-looking one?
The Velociraptor?
Which one's
No,
that?
the dino chimp. I can't say it in real life, but I was trying
Deinonychus?
to. Titus didn't be able to say it either. But dino chimp.
I just couldn't
The
say
one
it
that
this
begins with
reason
a
you're saying the
T.
short neck one.
It's got wings. Feathers.
Oh, does it have wings? Ah.
It does, yeah. I googled every single
Does it
one
have
of these.
a fly, does it have a fly speed?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Dude, you
doesn't
are
have a
better
fly
than I am.
speed.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, I'm looking them up. I'm looking them up on D&D Beyond, but there's not pictures for all of them.
Yeah,
This
they're
one is
just
the one
the
I'm curious
dinosaur
about.
stats, I think, in a lot of these. But he says, I mean, if you give us your ship name, we can extend the stasis 12 hours after we deliver it. But like I said, you should be fine to transport these. The cages will hold them, no problem.
It's not the cage. It's more of the other items would be disturbed.
What does it mean?
We'll have to think about some kind of sound and privacy setup. We've been given a bit of a quandary in projects here. Beryl, we will be back. We need to set up for the large things that we're looking at here. Could you go ahead and purchase your little friend? We'll take care of that now.
Okay.
Which one are you purchasing?
I was gonna do like a second raptor just to like get us out of here, but it
Alright.
sounds like Hope Caller is setting up further for us to get out.
So how much did I charge you for that before? It was like 4?
It was originally
Three.
4 and
Four,
we
but we ended
up and down to 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, I think
But we've
he
already
asked
paid
for
the
4.
We have a bill of sale.
Yeah. So he would say, all right, I can sell you another one of these for 4. You paid 3 already. However, I assumed you were going to buy something larger, which would have been the 5 investment. So I can sell you it for an extra 2 since you paid us 3 already. If
Don't try to get extra. Try. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
So how much is the short-necked bird-looking one I've asked already?
Oh,
Yeah.
he looks and he
I know.
says, "Sorry, your friend was speaking to me." That one. Let's see. That's the medium. I can sell you that one for 5. So basically, you already paid 3, so it would just be
All
another
right,
2.
let's get ourselves a Deinonychus. They're medium-sized.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Beryl can ride it.
So right here we just be looking at the T-Rex going, how much is that T-Rex?
How
God,
much is the
In the window. How
T-Rex?
much is that T-Rex in the window? That's what we need to.
Says, oh, the big one.
Sorry.
He says,
Okay,
men of, or humanoids of culture, I see. You want my biggest attraction here. I can sell you that one for, let's see, how much are they worth? 15 each. That would be...
What about Arrow likes to fly?
I could sell you that one for 35 doubloons.
What about the Quetzalcoatlus?
So worth it.
To get a T-Rex. What are you
Just
gonna?
to have one.
What are you
I don't
gonna
know,
do
we
with
wouldn't
it?
have to use it, but it would just be one of the things you just happen to have.
Just stick it in your
Fair.
camp.
Like sell it to the
Collecting
mercenary group of the tribe, and they just like
Well, if you
go
had a
places with
like
it.
a camp, you could have them like just put a bunch of wooden wheels on the cage, and they could like wheel the cage around wherever you went
I think
until
I
it
don't know, I'm
until it
sure-
escaped
Wow.
and ate all your people.
Any beast that we
I'm
any beast
convinced the tribe
we
has rangers who would love to have that as a pet.
any beast
It's a
that this tribe
T-Rex.
acquires is going to get some animal handling training from Beryl, and then a speak with animals spell to find out if they want to stay with the tribe or not. And if they don't want to, they're getting freed.
See, this is why I don't bother planning.
Do you have the ability to do awaken creatures?
Not yet. I don't think. I don't remember.
Oh,
All
I
right,
want
so
like an intellectual T-Rex. That would be
I'd
so
vote for the
amazing.
short
you said you
If
wanted
I-
to buy a Quetzalcoatl.
Well, I asked what the price was.
He would say
I said 5.
5 was for the or wait, no, it wasn't 5 for the
5 was
Deinonychus. Yeah, Deinonychus.
The T-Rex was 35, I think.
It's
Yeah, I
not
should
the-
write these down.
I'm so confused. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yes,
I'll still buy
35 for the
T-Rex.
T-Rex, 5 for the Deinonychus. It would be 4 normally for a Velociraptor, but 5 if we only get that. And then he hasn't said the Quetzalcoatl yet.
So just making sure I have all these prices I gave you so I don't forget. Velociraptor is 4.
You might want to just write this into
Deinonychus
the
is
list here.
5. What's it called? The Quetzalcoatlus.
It's a coatl.
It's based on it's based on a native Mexican god.
Gotcha.
God of lightning.
So that one would be 7 doubloons.
I want the Quetzal. I want the Quetzal.
I want a T-Rex.
You're like a T-Rex.
Dive bomb.
Like a bunch of kids in a candy shop. Where are you gonna put all these? This is like, mommy, I followed it home. Can we keep it?
Hey, look, I told you that the wyvern
You're
and
just-
the bear were
You're just gonna
the
bring a
beginning.
bunch of dinosaurs into the captain's ship and be like, "We're gonna transport these. Is that okay?"
All right.
Just have him like
I'm
eject
partial to
you
the
all
short-necked
off the
bird.
plank.
You're partial to which?
The short neck bird.
I want the
right, guys.
Stegosaurus.
But I'm not the one training it.
No
so,
one's asked about the poor Stegosaurus.
Poor
and then
Stegosaurus.
I do.
No,
I'd like to help with the
Stegosaurus. It's so
Velociraptor.
sad.
Sorry, what do you want?
I said I'd like to. I was just telling Beryl. I'm not the one training it, so it's your call. But I'd like to
I
help
mean,
with
the
Velociraptor. If you
Stegosaurus
get the
is
short-necked
huge.
bird, I'll help
Like the
too.
Stegosaurus is the biggest, like size wise.
Well, they're both huge, that and the T-Rex.
Oh, the T-Rex is huge as well. Okay, I missed
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I thought he was large. Okay.
Yeah, but the Stegosaurus that eats plants.
It's
It's-
true. It still has a huge tail it can kill you with, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets mad. at
It
you.
would.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, guys,
a hippo eats plants, but those kill
I'm
more
perfectly-
animals or humans than most animals.
I'm perfectly happy
That's
to
true.
go with my single new friend that Beryl's already carrying. It's up to you guys.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
get
don't know if they're going to be mad.
All right. So yeah, what do you want to do?
We're probably never ever gonna walk into a dinosaur menagerie again. I'll be damned if we leave here empty-handed. Okay. Someone pick something.
Oh Jesus Christ! We have enough money.
We are down to. We started with
No,
140.
why'd Vlad die? Well, we thought Vlad.
We spent all our money
started we started this session with 144 doubloons. We're down to 120, and that's not counting the ones that Titus had in his
I
own.
bought that. I bought
Yeah.
that Velociraptor out of
You
pocket.
bought the
Okay?
little guy, yeah.
I still vote for T-Rex.
We spent more at the tavern though than we've spent on creatures.
T-Rex,
can't-
T-Rex.
Oh wait, you only spent
I
one.
don't think-
Oh, at the
T-Rex would
first,
be fucking awesome.
not the
Well,
bistro,
the
the
bride.
tavern.
You gave that
Yeah.
to the mercenary group as just like, this is Barrel's like pet.
that
Guys,
would
I
be
don't
cool.
think
It's
that we should
powerful.
consider T-Rex or Stegosaurus because of their size. That's going to cause
Yeah.
us problems in the future.
Well, that and don't forget, we gotta get it on the ship,
But-
and we have to convince
But
the captain to let us
but
get it on the ship.
T-Rex.
Actually, we have to get
But-
it back to the prime
but
material
T-Rex.
plane.
Right?
That's easy.
Oh no, he's
The
making some good
T-Rex.
arguments for the T-Rex here.
I never looked up Hadrosaurus. What is that one?
But
Well,
T-Rex.
that was neat. I like the Hadrosaurus personally. I think that's kind of cool. But
Give T-Rex. The refuge.
He's large,
Like
but
he
only
wants-
1/4.
Thorothi's like, Mom, I want a T-Rex.
Oh, it's got the bony head crest. It's like the head butter.
yeah,
Yeah.
it headbutts
No, its
everything.
only attack
it
is
actually
tail.
it reminds me of Titus.
But it can be trained to be a mount. It's
I will-
large.
Yes. A
Oh
mount that
man, are we
beats
all
the
gonna be
shit out of everything
riding
in front of it.
dinosaurs?
But the Hadrosaurus is only a quarter CR, so it's
Again,
Do you
this
even
is
have a riding skill?
again, this is why I
You
don't
have-
plan things.
I do have mounted combat.
I haven't heard from Anna Kate for a
You got
bit. Do you
mounted- if
have?
get the
Are you
thing
saying
mounted
anything?
combatant-
No, not really.
She's just kind of
Sorry.
standing there, shaking her head.
Yeah.
Give T-Rex. I want T-Rex.
Dorothy is
I
really
want a T-Rex,
wanting
and we
this
need to
T-Rex.
figure out a way to awaken it.
All right. Well, you know what? We can come back and get it. Why don't we get something just a little bit smaller, either the short neck bird or the long neck bird, and then we'll talk to the
Long neck
captain,
bird.
see if he
On
gets
that
room,
bird.
if he's got room for the T-Rex.
Yeah, you probably want to clear a T-Rex with your captain first. He says,
With enough money, we could.
he
But
says,
we should speak to him
Oh
first.
God bless.
we do
I cannot
have
pronounce
a wheel cart to wheel any of these cages and a magical crane device to put it on your ship if the gangplank isn't strong enough. So no worries there. So what are you buying for now?
What's up?
The Quetzalcoatl. All right, so you give him 7 doubloons, and he will give you the.
well, I give him 4.
All right, because you paid the 3. So yeah, you give him another 4, and he would. Is that medium sized?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, so he basically like have his guy wheel the cage out with the creature just kind of suspended in midair. Who will re-up the enchantment? You see him do some sort of ritual that takes about another 5, I'll say 10 minutes. And he says, all right, this will last for another 24 hours. Okay, so what do you want to do? It's about 2 o'clock now.
Before we leave, I want to go. You will be in this place for another 2 days.
He says, we were going to leave tomorrow. Why? Is there more stuff you're going to buy? See, your friend there is really
I
eyeing
will-
the T-Rex.
Yes, I will contact our patrons to see if we might acquire a little bit more liquidity.
He would nod and say, all right, well, we can hang around for a bit then.
If we do not come back to you in 48 hours, my apologies. We were unable to acquire the funds.
I'm coming back for my T-Rex.
All right. Very well. Enjoy the Quetzalcoatl.
Okay, so I was mistaken. I was assuming that the Quetzalcoatlus was based on Quetzalcoatl, the Aztec god, but it looks like there really is a dinosaur
that has
Yeah,
been
yeah.
uncovered.
Yeah, they
named
named it
the
after the
Aztec
Aztec
god.
god, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
apologize. I
Yeah.
was wrong. I was just assuming. Okay, cool.
It's
And by the
it's
way,
it's what
I
they
had to look
it's
up
what
how
they
to
call
pronounce that.
it's what they call an Azdarchian. It's I think the largest pterosaur ever, if it's probably I believe, or second.
Head is
Oh.
ginormous.
It's a
It's
fucking
gonna-
huge. It's a huge sucker. It's
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
big.
Oh wait, yeah, I think
it's-
the this is a huge creature. I missed that. Sorry, I thought it was large.
Um, Oh no, I wouldn't have picked that one then.
All
I
right.
was specifically looking
Oh.
for the smaller ones. I'm sorry.
Sure. So we could say you took
Oh
the.
god, yeah, you're right. I thought it was like person size.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh no!
it
It's
would-
like
Short neck bird then?
It would
Let's
still
just-
be.
Yeah.
It would
Let's
still
stick
be.
with our
If
single
you look at
raptor.
an awesome mount though, that motherfucker is like mwah.
So
it has a 5 meter. It has a 5 meter wingspan.
I love how much you guys are getting into this. I was not expecting the dinosaur sale to be this interesting to everyone.
I still suggest we come back to buy both the Quetzal and the T-Rex because
I'm
I
Yeah.
want a flying mount.
The
I'm for that.
the Quetzal is still fairly cheap just because it's a weaker dinosaur, but like it would still probably be the what did I say it was 7?
Yeah.
So which one did you buy instead then if you didn't want the Quetzal?
Beryl would just actually be happy to just leave with the little friend she's already carrying. So you guys make a decision.
Well, you
I don't
Oh,
think we-
okay.
I don't
No,
think
no,
we
no,
get
that's
any
fine.
of the huge
Fine.
ones.
you could
No,
get
we got
the
this.
so the Deinonychus is 5. If you didn't buy anything, he would ask you for another 2 doubloons because he'd be annoyed you're not buying anything.
No. I mean, we're gonna buy the. We got. I just got to figure out which one is the right one. Hold on. What's quick
Deinonychus
second?
is definitely medium,
Yeah.
and the raptors, of course, are small.
I think.
Sorry, Troy.
No, it's fine.
The
right,
Dionysus
good.
in real life is like 10 feet.
I think
don't
the
know if that
the
translates over to...
fuck Christ.
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus and Dionysus are two different things.
Deinonychus. The Deinonychus, I think, is the better choice, just because I think it's
It's tall, but it's
I think
light.
it's-
It's only about 100 to 150
yeah,
pounds.
it's a medium. It's not like super gigantic. It'll probably be better.
All right,
I
let's
still
get the
want.
Deinonychus and go.
I still champion bigger is better.
Well, I think
Yeah,
they
but-
want to talk to the captain first before they bring a T-Rex home.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in that? You're gonna surprise them. T-Rex is a surprise.
Look what we bought! Like, oh my god.
He's like,
Uncage it on the ship.
wait,
Yeah,
no,
this is what we found Vlad. What the?
I'm glad. No, you polymorph a T-Rex into looking like Vlad, and you swap me out, and then when they go to execute,
Just turns
Oh.
into a T-Rex. I think
Turns
Vlad
into a T-Rex.
actually has more HP than the T-Rex.
All right, if
As
you
funny
guys
as
want the
that is.
Deinonychus, then I hand over the last 2 gold.
how much is the
let's
T-Rex
back to
yeah, let's do Deinonychus.
All right, so
and
you
then
have
let's get
the cage with the Deinonychus on wheels, which like they kind of wheel down for you, and yeah, you have what was it, 12 hours with the enchantment.
I am
All right.
stoked about this.
I'm still
I
just
love
excited
this
about the
short
little
neck
raptor.
bird.
She's gonna be my little familiar. little.
Yeah, and you have the raptor in the cage.
All you're gonna see is the Rofi pouting that he couldn't get his Quetzal or his T-Rex.
Just arms crossed like this is bullshit.
What are you gonna name him, Beryl? What are you gonna name him?
Okay, I'm excited.
All right, so you're heading back to the ship.
I guess.
All right. So you get back there, kind of wheeling this cage across the dock. Several of the sailors kind of give you a little bit of a look as you wheel it up onto the ship itself. The captain walks out and says, "What the hell?"
I
You've
look at
never
the captain and go,
story.
I'm just gonna look at the captain. I'm gonna look at the captain and go, it could have been worth it. Just, I almost bought a T-Rex.
He says, "Well, I'm glad you didn't. What are these things? Why do we have these on the ship?"
This is Beryl's new
Ah.
friend. She holds up the cake she's been carrying. This is
I will
and then
pull
she
the
just
captain to the side.
Yep. Go.
I'll pull the captain to the side and whisper, "Druid."
Whisper what?
What?
Druid.
He says, okay, but why do we need these on the ship? I thought you guys were looking
What
for
else
your
do we
friend.
Got
Yes.
sidetracked.
Got sidetracked.
Beryl wanted to see Menagerie because Beryl can learn new animal forms when Beryl meets new beasties. And so Tribe went to see Menagerie, but then the people at Menagerie wanted Tribe to make a purchase, and Beryl didn't want to fight, make big scenes. So Beryl buys friends.
All right, Beryl,
Make a
give
long
me
story
a. Go ahead.
To make a long story short, this is helping us get our friend.
Beryl, give me a persuasion at advantage, and I'll say Titus or who else was talking? Hope Caller, give me a persuasion.
Oh, advantage. Woohoo.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
although I'm not sure you can beat a 19. So he kind of softens a bit. He says, "Well, how happy this is making you. How can I stay mad? I assume it's going to be safe to keep below deck."
Beryl will
Yes.
speak with these new friends and make them behave well very soon. Beryl has to prepare some magic. So right now, Beryl already began training, but we'll have conversation tomorrow when Beryl has right magic.
Actually, Beryl, could you just send them to your organization with like a note?
I think once Tribe gets back to Gaian.
No, did you not? Don't you have like a spell to just planar shift them somewhere?
Beryl doesn't have oh, she does have the tuning fork for Gaian, but she doesn't Okay, remind me, guys. How did we get here to the astral plane? The guy at the wizard school cast it for us, right?
Yeah, we have a tuning fork for the astral and a tuning fork for Gaian.
Yeah, you have both.
We did get the tuning fork for the astral. Okay, all right, because I know
You
at
got
one
it
point,
from,
we got
what's
it,
his
and then
name?
we retconned it.
Yeah, you got it from the Lich guy,
Well,
your ally.
oh, okay. Tuning
Which I think
fork.
I erased. So yeah, if it's not there, you can put
did.
it back on.
Good. And that's why I thought I didn't have it, because I heard when I was rewatching the session I missed, I heard you say that you removed it from that we were retconning it. But so if we do have it, then in that case, yes, Beryl can, but Beryl doesn't know.
Beryl doesn't want to.
Circles. Well, she doesn't know circles. Don't I need? Let me read the spell.
Actually, do we want to take a break? Because we are more than halfway through. So why don't we do that while you look at your thing?
Yeah, yeah, that's probably smart. So, yeah.
We'll do 10 minutes.
That sounds good.
Like I said, I had no idea the dinosaurs would be this interesting to everyone.
Dude, it's dinosaurs.
I thought you guys would just be like, whatever. I was like,
come on.
literally, this was a random encounter I rolled.
It was. I was like,
Giddy.
I looked around and Beryl was like, Beryl was hoping for an elephant. Let's go. And then ensue all of the let's buy them anyway.
Yeah.
No,
Then you listed off the description of everything. And I'm like, oh.
I don't think I've ever heard Thorothy so excited for anything, even like the crystal he's searching for his backstory, as he was for that T-Rex.
Well, I feel like T-Rex all the way. Let's get it.
I mean, T-Rexes are pretty awesome, so I can't fault him.
I want a T-Rex. I want to ride on top of a T-Rex. That's my one ambition in life.
Like his bucket list. Is Thorothy's unsaid bucket list. He's like, wait, a T-Rex? Oh, man.
Holy crap, that's amazing. All right, anyway. Yeah, break.
Alright, but yeah, we can do 10 minutes. Nana Kate's probably just rolling her eyes at all this.
See, Beryl needs to know.
Oh, wait, is she Anna or Kata right now? I guess you shouldn't probably say out loud. But her reaction might vary depending on which form she is.
So it looks like
I would need to know teleportation circles to be exact. So I could go back to Gaian, but I might not land where I want to. And I could come back here, but we might not land where we want to.
Do you not have
Also, I can't
teleportation circles? You know the one at the college.
Well, so Beryl just got this spell when we last leveled up. So we've never talked about what circles she knows. However, you have to remember that Sim was porting us back and forth between the Void, or I'm sorry, between Aldrin's Watch, the Shadowfell, and Gaian. And Beryl was, saw that happen many times. So I imagine that those might be some of the circles she knows. The one that we have at the Twilight Sanctuary and the one at Aldrin's Watch.
So I do
And I guess
think
the one at the school now.
I think you do have to make a copy of the symbols. Like I think it's more than just seeing the circle, if I remember correctly. But
Could Beryl have done that in the many times? Because as a party, we were hopping back and forth quite a bit until Sim left.
I mean, maybe not necessarily if Sim was handling it, because I know you never said you were gonna do it. But
Well, she didn't have the spell at the time.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, so she might not even
And
have
it's up
thought
to the
about it.
DM because I get to know several circles from the start. It's just you get to decide.
From plane shift?
I think it's if you no okay circle's too small. You can use this spell. Choose a creature. Okay, I thought there was something where you learn a certain number of circles.
That's if you have the spell teleportation circle.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then shoot.
So you I guess give me an intelligence check. Let me see if you would have thought of that. And if you I'll say DC 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure, we'll say Beryl, knowing about how this spell works, got at least the college one, since she was there anyway.
So not the Shadowfell or the Sanctuary?
No, because those would have been before you got the spell, right? So you might not have even thought about it back then. But we'll say you do have the college one.
Okay.
What about the Undead City thing? What the I forgot the name.
Oh, Issyk? There is a circle there too.
Is there?
Yeah, there's the
Where?
one in Dinara's area.
Because at that point we were getting the astral tuning fork there. It would just make sense that we,
You probably don't have that one yet, just because you didn't go to Dinara's too much. But you can get that one easy enough, because you could just go there with, travel through plants and go copy it down.
We didn't go into Dinara's thing because she usually isn't even in there anymore. She's usually walking around with the water.
Exactly, yeah. So you didn't go into the area where that circle was anyway.
All right, so the only one I know is the Phoenix Guild.
For now. And we could say, I don't know, maybe you have a book or something to draw them in.
So I think the problem with Beryl taking the critters back to Gaian right now is that she can't. Okay, she could get to Gaian precisely because she knows that teleportation circle, but when she tries to come, and secondly, she can't come back till tomorrow because she only has one use of this. But if she did,
I was saying you don't go with them. Send them with a note and some money.
Yeah, but that would be walking them into the middle of the Phoenix College. Like, if we were going to take them back and leave them with someone in Gaian, she'd want to go to... What was the name of the city with the trappers that helped her train the wyvern?
Gotta bring up the world map.
Anyway, she would have to plane shift and then transport via plants to get them to Daybreak.
Will you give your dinosaurs to the guys at Daybreak?
I'd leave them in their care and pay them to care for and train them. But that's if the tribe was telling Beryl to take them back somewhere, that's probably the only place she would trust with them.
Your allies in Daybreak.
We've bought 48 hours, so why don't we see if this is Vlad in this place? We can get him out. And
yeah, I don't think we should be plane shifting and stuff right now.
Yeah, we get Vlad. We go pick up our raptor and our short-necked bird. We go see the rest of the menagerie. We kill those guys. Take the whole menagerie back to Cheyenne. And then
No,
get to
no, we're not. Besides, you gotta think about this. If we attack a bunch of people who captured a T-Rex alive, do you want to fuck with those people?
Fair point. So we trade a little bit more, get a little more doubloons, buy everything, and then.
So I have a question. Does anyone here have the polymorph spell?
Yes. Beryl would have to study up because has not done this magic in a while, but Beryl does know.
I think I have it. Yes.
All right, I'll be right
Yes.
back.
I don't have it prepared, but
My idea of the ideal circumstance, if we have to go into a combat situation, is we have a T-Rex, like turtle, so that when it takes too much damage,
turtle?
it drops out of its polymorph and turns into a T-Rex.
You mean like a Pokeball?
You throw the turtle at the enemies, and then it turns into a T-Rex.
Oh,
Polymorph doesn't last very long.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to.
I mean, that's a great idea.
That's actually real. That does sound fun.
It'd be stupid expensive for like a one-off. It would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. I would be like so happy.
Well, just hear me out here. If we have to break Vlad out of this place, I think we do that. We buy the T-Rex, polymorph it, and we got an opening combat.
And try another.
That's awesome. I love that idea.
I mean, that is the most ridiculous plan I can think of, and that is the only reason I mention it.
Honestly, that sounds like fun. And yeah.
That's so awesome. I really want to do that. Nothing seems cooler to me than seeing Beryl, a tiny T-Rex, throwing a turtle turned into a ginormous T-Rex.
Why a turtle?
I was trying to think of something that is like aerodynamic, so you can throw it.
Turtles are aerodynamic.
That won't like sneak away from us.
Yeah, like a frisbee.
I think a turtle only does like 1 point of damage when it bites you, so.
There's several turtles, and I think some of them are actually is it snapping turtle?
I was thinking box turtle, but that's
The
whatever.
snapping turtle does like 4d6 plus 4, so it's not a bad
Yeah, no,
attack.
let's not do
magic,
that
yeah.
one because that fucker can kill you. So.
But you mean like a familiar sized turtle?
Yeah,
I think even a gerbil or something would work. You know what I mean?
it's a ridiculous plan that I think is fraught with stupidity. But I was like, that was definitely on your bucket list for.
I don't want to be the one carrying it though, because I'll trip and fall on it. It just poof up right under me.
Actually, wait a minute. I think I just realized where I got the idea from. Hold on a second. Oh Lord. I'm stealing from. I had forgotten I've been reading this recently. Copy. Paste. There you go.
Why not like polymorph it into something ferocious that takes a while to kill, and then when they finally think they've killed it, then it becomes a T-Rex?
I mean, yeah, that's
attack
the
us.
smart move, but you have to get it there You know, you have
Mm.
to sneak in. We're gonna get into the thing, and then when actual battle starts, you have an innocuous thing you throw.
I see.
I mean, if we don't mind wasting resources, I'll use my action to throw it. Someone uses their action to polymorph it again midair into something else.
Hmm.
A new idea I've never thought of until now. If you were well, you're a druid, couldn't you just, train a bunch of like mice or whatever to be your friend, or small animals to be your friends, and like just keep them in a backpack, and then just take one and throw it and polymorph it in midair so it would fight for you?
Yeah,
With its consent.
Polymorph them into
Beryl
giant
do
beetles.
that. Beryl's
I
not
didn't
just
mean
going to
Beryl
throw mice into
specifically.
combat without them agreeing.
I didn't specifically mean barrel. I just meant like, could a druid do that?
you
Yeah.
find
I
some
think I
really
might have made my next
adventurous
character.
The problem I
mice.
see there is that something like a mouse has very few hit points. So if the polymorph form was lost, the concentration was lost, or the enemies beat down the polymorph to, use up its hit points, it's very unlikely that mouse would survive.
I know that's why you do a lot of them. It's a sacrificial pawn.
That's just it.
Yeah.
This is a druid that
Kind of
cares about
dick
animals.
move.
And like the familiars are like parts of me and magic. Like they're not real creatures. But taking real creatures and doing that, no way. Most druids would not.
I'm gonna make a druid that does this. I'm gonna have to find a way to make it work. Just 'cause I think
There
that'd be
are
cool.
asshole druids.
There
There
are.
totally
There
are.
probably are. You're correct. I should have said none of my druids would do that. Some of my characters might do that, but none of my druids would have done that so far.
I think it'd be hard pressed to find it. If you're a druid, you do love nature. At least I would think. So it's gotta be hard.
I don't know. Like, if there's some lore about like shadow druids or something, they have similar abilities, so maybe I don't know. I don't know what their shtick is.
I could see a fungal spore druid who'd be like, well, everything dies eventually, so
trying to spread the necrosis or whatever, because they use a lot of
But then
necrotic.
again-
don't they?
yeah. Then again, they would probably have mushrooms instead, like little animated mushrooms or something.
Yeah, that's true. And you'd have to befriend whatever it is, because once it's polymorphed, it would attack you, right? They're not under your polymorph doesn't control them, right?
No,
No,
it doesn't
it doesn't.
control them. They get the stats of the creature that you polymorph them into, including so their intelligence would be, of course, if they're already one creature, it might not be that much of a difference in the polymorph form what their intelligence is. I don't think that they automatically attack us. They'd have to see us as a threat, but they definitely would be muddled on the, like they wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
but,
forget how Lou.
that you would-
Lou.
not that
I've
you would
seen
use a
Lou
dog.
rule on this. Yeah.
But if your pet dog got turned into a gorilla and you were under attack, I feel like it would help you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Actually,
that
if
example.
the intelligence between the two creatures is not disparate, they keep basically whatever instincts they have towards allies and friends the same.
Yeah. Right.
It's actually easier for something that has an intelligence that is the equivalent of whatever it's turning into to deal with a polymorph because there's no difference, right? It's the same.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Even there's big differences that they're like, what?
Oh, okay.
If you turn a slug into a gorilla, there's a huge increase in intelligence. So
Fair point.
So I think other than waiting until tomorrow when we can go back and see if this guy that we paid 20 doubloons has got any leads on Vlad, is there any other scouting, reconnaissance, shopping? Like what do we want to do for the rest of the day?
do we need money?
Say what?
Do we need more money?
Yeah,
Well,
that's the
I mean, we
We
still
need more
have,
money so I can buy multiple T-Rexes.
yeah, we have
There more than
118 doubloons, which isn't bad, but we do keep spending little bits. So if we wanted to try and go back to the market, we could try to sell some more stuff.
I, in my own inventory, have another war scythe. I did not realize. So the same ones that you had that were the plus ones, I believe.
Okay.
And then I also have a longbow, which I've never used, but it's just a regular longbow. I have a halberd plus one. I wouldn't mind hanging on to, but I don't really use it. It's just more of a backup weapon if something were to happen to my glaive. And
So,
then,
oh, go ahead.
and then I have all these armors, but I do want to keep them just because I feel like they're useful to have. But
Yeah. Don't feel like you have to get rid of anything that you will use or want.
Actually, this is the real
These
reason why we're giving you
armors
the
are
back of holding.
Most of these armors are the groups. So the
Right.
group makes a decision to offload one for the group. You know what I mean?
I just,
That's your
I
guys'
just
call.
need,
Well, I was thinking the
I just need,
Mariner.
I
Yeah, we
need to
might be
find
able to get
armor
some
that.
money for the Mariner's chainmail,
Mhm.
and we do have the things you just listed, and another scythe plus one and a warhammer plus one. The ones I didn't
Well, I
sell
need,
yet. Oh, there's two
yeah,
warhammers.
I need to find something that
What was
gives me
that?
an AC of more than 12.
Did we wait? Did we sell? Did we end up? What did we end up doing? How did we get the 140 or whatever?
What kind of armor can you wear?
Yeah.
If I can get Elven Chain, that would help. That I think I can wear.
Can you wear medium?
No, I can't. I don't think.
Couldn't we have made him armor with that stuff we like when we made my static armor?
Well, we made some medium. We didn't make any light.
We made some acid resistant. What is it? A breastplate of acid resistance and a plate of acid resistance.
Yeah,
And then
if you wear
the
breastplate,
lightning,
he's
the
set. I just
Remora's
didn't-
lightning plate, which I think Titus has. Yeah.
I didn't think we. Yeah, we need to. I don't know if we have anything for you,
Does
honestly.
have-
mithril change if you can wear it or not? If it's mithril, or does that
No.
affect
It has
I
to be
don't know.
elven.
It has to be elven.
It's lighter weight and it doesn't have the stealth disadvantage, but I think you still have to have the proficiency.
Oh, okay.
I have no proficiencies for armor. I
Also,
have
we
none.
left those in Tyvanus, the mithrils.
Yeah, I
The
have.
elven
I have
chain.
no.
The reason why.
No.
Yeah, the reason why elven chain is handy is it's a +1 AC and it gives you the proficiency to wear it.
What were you saying, Thorothi?
Yeah, so I have no proficiency for any armor at all.
Okay, so we need to get you like bracers of defense or elven chain. We need to look for those things. Yeah, I assume those are on your wish list too.
I think I think everybody gets light armor, right?
No.
Like,
No,
No?
I have
I'm an
no
idiot.
armor proficiency at all.
You have
Are
no
all your
armor
children's
proficiency.
spots
Oh my
filled
god, that's amazing.
Ferothi?
What is it? My my
Rogues have
yeah, I
light.
have Elven Chain. I do have Elven Chain on my thing, but the rest of my wish list is very much so chaotic in nature.
Yeah. Let's go back to the market, guys. Let's look around at the other uncommon magic items that they have there, and see if any of the vendors are up for buying magic items, and maybe we can get a few more doubloons. You know.
Yeah, do you think Raggio Roggerio is up to buying more from us?
Oh, I would assume so.
Is that the captain
Regaro?
or?
No, that's the dwarven.
That's the dwarven
smith.
smith that we.
We gotta go back in a week anyways for my sweet new pole arm if we're still around.
Honestly, guys, I don't remember. Okay, Dwarven Smith. That's right. All right. So that's who bought some of the stuff that we did unload.
Right.
I forgot his name. Like I totally did not recognize when you guys. Yeah. Okay.
It is.
We could try him, or we could just try other vendors around the market. See how many of these we can unload. Like maybe we can find someone interested in buying a cursed sword to use as a practical joke on someone they don't like.
I stand
I
by
mean, it's
mine.
not hard.
All right, so you're heading back to the smith.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so it's about, say, 4 p.m. at this point. The market's probably going to close soon. You go to the smith. He's still there with his stuff. What are you going to say to him?
Who wants to do the talking?
All right, fine.
I can talk if you need someone to talk with.
Yeah, if you could talk.
Well, yeah, what am I looking for? What
What
were we
did you
doing
say?
again? I missed. Sorry, my brain's acting up again. What were we doing again? I forgot.
We're trying to sell some more stuff.
I'd go around and display the wares going, come on, let's buy. Come on, vendors, buy my price stuff. And I'm not sure if the one for conducting the fireproof rope, the 2+1 great hammers, the 4+1 size, the moon touch short sword, which I will not touch itself at all, or the mariner's chainmail. So I'm just kind of calling these out, displaying them to vendors going, who will give me an offer?
And
So-
the short sword is wrapped in a blanket, so like we've got it like tied up and like so that we won't get stuck to it with the curse.
Did you include the scythe I mentioned earlier, or no? Because then it would
Oh,
be
I did
5.
not. That would be 5, yeah.
I'm gonna remove it from mine.
Okay, I'll put it
just add one
in
to
the
that.
party,
That way
yeah.
it's all together.
So
Sure.
he would he'd look at your wares and say, no, I actually don't really need to buy any more magical weapons, but I appreciate it.
Do you know anyone who would be interested in such things? Anyone else?
Well, generally they would come by for me, but you could always ask around. Maybe someone in the square's looking to buy and hasn't heard of my store or something. But generally, no. Most people would come by from this place who know this market. You might be able to get a discounted rate from talking to the mariners. The Giths sometimes buy magical weapons if you're just looking to offload them.
Okay. Then maybe
But
we
they
offer
won't
the
give
side
you,
Warhammer.
They won't give you as good a price, though, he says.
Yeah, but you were carrying around like the scythes and the warhammers. I think even if we got maybe a reduced price, they're just weight we're carrying around, and we could use a few extra doubloons. At least that's what I mean. I'd be willing to.
He says, well, you could either go to their battleship or you could head to the bunker. Usually you could go and they'll speak with you if you...
Is the bunker... I would describe the building that my familiar scouted earlier today, or at least not like describe it in detail, but like the basic building. Like,
he nods. He says,
is that
yeah,
the bunker?
it's the defended structure up on the hill, the one they're all guarding.
Okay.
It's kind of like their
Okay.
base of operations in this general area.
Is
Well-
there anyone we need to request when trying to sell to their garrison?
I don't actually talk to them much, as I don't really... Well, I'll just say I don't talk to them much, and I'm guessing if you just mention that you're looking to offload magical weaponry, they would just give you some doubloons and send you on your way. Just be careful. They might try to confiscate it if you don't like their prices. Gith are
Then
kind of...
perhaps we should.
Yeah.
We should
Go back
we
to
should
the
quickly
market
look around
and-
the market first.
Yeah, let's go back to
Yes.
market and just. I mean, even if we see any other uncommon magic items that would be of use to us, we could use these to trade without spending any more doubloons. But if someone would buy any of our stuff, is even better.
Alright, so I guess you could spend the rest of the several hours looking around the market. I'd say investigation or persuasion can be used here.
And we all can do that because we're all like kind of.
I would say up to 2 of you.
Oh, two. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll persuade.
Rosie! And I fucked up the investigation last time, so it's going to be on who else has a 0 in investigation.
I have a -1, so don't ask me. But
I have a
Romero,
-1.
I mean, you
Okay,
could do 2
roll
persuasion
investigation.
rolls if you want. Someone else has a
What's
decent
the-
persuasion.
Yeah, let him do it. Let his +5 go twice.
Well, no, he can't roll twice, but someone else could
Oh.
roll.
Can I use
Oh.
I can't use my things on this one, right? Because it's a broader check.
Yeah, because it would take several hours.
Okay.
I got faith in you. You can do this. You look very handsome in your dread helm.
All right.
Wait, but you have a 0 and he's got an. Okay. Oh, he does have a 0. I thought you said you had negative, Titus.
Alright.
I have a negative investigation.
Gotcha.
So you could ask around, but yeah, no one's really looking to buy weaponry right now. So
Dang
that
it.
would be the rest of the
that roll?
evening.
I like how the bloke with the
Great.
+0 persuasion outdid my +5.
This
Yeah,
helmet-
right.
When I'm wearing this helmet, I'm quite charming. All right.
It's because you really, really wanted to just intimidate somebody, and you just haven't been able to yet. It's like burning a hole in your soul.
Buy these weapons or else. Alright, so
The whole
yeah,
time he's sharpening his knife.
yeah.
Did we? So that was those checks were looking for sellers, or was it also looking for traders?
It was both.
Okay.
So yeah, you passed the rest of the evening and the market's closing now, but unfortunately you could not find anyone who wanted weaponry like this.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Do we know if there's anywhere I can fight to make money?
I mean, you would guess there might be some underground pits if you're going to start doing downtime, but that generally takes a while. You want to spread your influence to this area too?
I just want to make us money. I don't really care about the influence, so I'm just throwing the idea out there to the group.
It would take time, so it would take like a downtime project, probably about a week.
Maybe a downtime.
Oh,
alright. Well, crud. I think. No, we just need to sell that stuff, but I don't know if the gift would actually pay us or just take all our shit.
I think that maybe if we approach Gith, we only take just like the warhammers and scythes or something, like just nothing extra. Maybe not even all of them, just to kind of see what kind of price they give us. And if they don't know that we have more, then we can decide whether we want to tell them we have more after we see how they deal. Maybe, I don't know.
So
I
do
wouldn't
that
show 'em the
in the
cursed
morning.
swords, because I feel like
Yeah, maybe not the cursed sword, because I think they
Yeah,
might
maybe
be
not the
upset
cursed
with
sword.
us.
They might think we were trying to, yeah. But maybe like a couple of the
I think we
sides.
I think we
Go ahead.
could have sold the fireproof rope to that guy who was looking for utility items.
It was common, and he wanted even trades.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yeah.
common. Yeah, he did.
Because I started to say it, and then I'm like, oh, that's common.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
So I know for future reference, what would a ring of continual flame be?
Beryl can make that with.
Uncommon.
It's not.
Beryl
That's
can
not.
make that with
It's a spell.
50 gold. Yeah, Beryl only needs 50 gold worth of crushed rubies to make those.
Yeah, I think that would count as a common everyday. Like,
That's what I was just curious because I it's not even an item I want to give up. I want to keep it. It was just curiosity when we were talking. That's why I never mentioned it when we were talking.
I'm
about it.
assuming that if people did sell them, maybe they would try to sell them for more than 50, obviously for a profit. But yeah, like since you can make them for 50 gold, I don't think they'd be worth much more than maybe 100. In the
No,
market.
it's like
Curiosity.
it's like the first magic item an apprentice makes, right?
Mhm.
Like because it literally is just a spell. So
All right.
Yeah, Beryl made several as soon as she was able to cast that spell because back then not as many of us had the goggles of night.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I have. I don't even need it. This is just like this is a memento for Titus, so I'm not looking to sell it. But I just.
Oh yeah.
I think
Curious.
AK
But if
has
you
one
had
as
to
well.
rank it,
The
if you
first
had
one
to
I
rank
made
it
was
because it's
for
not
AK.
a true magic item, like big air quotes there, a true magic item, it would be like a common thing. It'd be something that just somebody just cast.
Yeah,
a bunch of.
we had some rings, like some just plain gold rings in the inventory, and so Beryl like pulled them out and used them. But she could put it on a pebble. She could put it on a sword. You know.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
All right. So, are you going to bed for the evening, or is there anything else you want to do today?
I guess
I
we're
guess we
just
have to
waiting.
wait.
Yeah, to see what this guy comes up with. I hate like all of our eggs kind of being in one basket, but let's see what he says. We'll go see him early,
All right.
mid morning tomorrow.
Till noon tomorrow to talk to him during his lunch break.
Oh,
All
it's only at noon. Okay, all right. We could
Yeah,
go
so
back
we
to the
have
market.
like the morning meet. We can do stuff.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
can-
We'll investigate more
on
into
it.
that the thing the dwarves mentioned to us.
Hey, I
I don't
wonder
need
if
that now,
the
Yeah.
I wonder if the dinosaur people would want magic items in lieu of doubloons for some of the creatures.
I'm
Just a thought. I know you guys are all set on that T-Rex. All right, but let's go ahead and pass the day. Sorry, I didn't mean to launch us back into dinosaurs.
All right. Time. Yeah.
what
I still my T-Rex.
So yeah, time is passing. If you're doing anything, let me know before I finish rolling. You don't have to worry about food right now because the ship is feeding you.
I'm just gonna go hang out by the short neck bird. I'm hoping it'll wake up. I know it doesn't, but Titus doesn't realize.
Do you remember what you traded for the doubloons?
Me?
I don't.
Was it like a
remember.
rare item or something?
I
Who are
think
you
we're
asking?
gonna.
Oh, in
I
any
really
case.
can't remember. That's what I was asking earlier in the session because I was looking and I'm like, okay, we still have five sides now with the one that Titus pulled out, and 2 Warhammers, and I was trying to remember. That's why I asked earlier in the session, guys, what was it that we traded for those like 140 doubloons or whatever? But I don't remember.
I think you can see
traded-
the change history of the sheet. That might help you remember.
We
Right?
traded 4+1 weapons. I thought it was the scythes, but I wasn't.
So maybe they didn't
100%
get
sure.
removed.
Because then that's why I thought of this when I saw the scythe in mine. It was like, oh, okay, so we have one more of those. But I remember we traded those because we talked about the cursed swords with him, but he didn't want them. Just like then we tried to sell them to the people on the boat too. And then I don't think.
Oh, that's
I
right.
don't know
We
about
did
the Warhammer.
we did sell a couple weapons to people on the boat, but it was like one weapon at a time. One was like an axe, I think, or a spear.
Yep.
Because I saw someone wearing a spear, so I'm like, "Ooh, you want this spear?"
You sold a spear and then one other weapon
All
on
right,
the boat
I
as well.
see. Oh, there's a no. That's
And
not it.
I sold something else. That's where I got the 5 extra doubloons.
Oh, we had a Mace of
remember
Terror.
it.
The Mace of Terror. That's what we sold. It's not in the inventory anymore. And when I went back to the Mace 6th version of the inventory, it's in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. That's one of the ones we left in Tyvanus. I'm a liar. Sorry. That wasn't it. I'll keep looking.
Yeah, because I know you can look through the history.
There's a... No, we still have that one. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's not really so much like a change history that lists every change. It's more like
The sheet
you
history.
can go and find previous versions and just like
Yeah.
see the sheet as it was at that date and time. So I went back to one of the May 6 versions and I'm just kind of browsing through it trying to see. I could also go back and watch I'll watch
That's
the
true.
recording
A
sometime this
stream
week,
could
guys.
probably-
And then yeah, let's not take the time here in session. I'll watch the recording sometime this week and just and double check what it was we sold. I know we did the spear, and I know Titus did one of the pieces from his inventory, but I feel like there's something we're forgetting.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where all the doubloons came from.
I feel like I thought it was the stack of sides, to be honest, and I want to let's assume those are gone, and I'll confirm between sessions, guys.
We still have one more because I had one.
Yeah,
I
one
had
we
one
definitely have because
Well,
you had it in your inventory.
The size probably
Yeah,
would have
I
sold
told
for
them about
about
conversation.
15 each, though.
Hey, can you Can you hear
Yeah, but
me?
there was 4 of them.
Yeah.
Can anybody?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm getting real digital. Okay, I heard that. I'm getting real digital. Am I okay?
You're
You sound
fine.
fine.
We're good.
Yeah, I'd be curious what the if something larger was sold that we're just forgetting. Because it does seem like a lot of doubloons.
It's true. It's true. Like when we started the session today, it said 144 in the
And
inventory,
it's kind of
I
important just because
personally-
this is such a resource. Like, you know, you could get a lot of good stuff here, and if you just happen to add a bunch of stuff and didn't subtract, like that's a big
I think
a
that
big boost.
there's either a rare item that we sold that we're forgetting, or those
Yeah.
scythes and warhammers are gone. I think that's what happened here. But I genuinely don't
Oh.
remember. I just when we
Alright.
started the session today, it said 144 doubloons, and I just started subtracting when we were at the tavern and at the dinosaur people and stuff from there. You know.
All right. I mean, we can just move on. I would, if we could figure it out, it would be appreciated. Just so
But
I want to make sure we're not like duping a bunch of resources that should have been minused.
So if we got, like, let's say we got 15 each for those scythes, then that would have been 45, and then the 2 warhammers, would that have been a similar amount?
Yeah, I mean, uncommons would be between. We can just watch the thing. It's fine. Like, I don't want to take too much time.
Yeah.
But maybe no
I'll
more
just-
trading until that's resolved. Like, we can wait
Okay.
on the dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah,
just
we're
'cause-
almost done today anyway, so.
Yeah.
I want my
I know
T-Rex.
you want
I
your
need my
T-Rex. I know you want your T-Rex.
We
We'll
have
get
enough
it figured
to afford
out.
him. We just have to figure out Vlad first.
Yeah. Is it
Vlad
Vlad
isn't
or the
important.
T-Rex?
Why?
Obviously the
Vlad is
T-Rex.
not as important as my T-Rex. T-Rex is more important.
Exactly. Okay, so the evening is passing. We'll say it is now the 69th of summer. Go ahead and long rest. And yeah, next morning, what do you all want to do? Pass time and go talk to your contact, or
Beryl would cast Speak with Animals and have some chats with her new beastie friends, but we don't need to spend a bunch of time on that.
yeah, that's fine.
But she prepared the magic overnight, so she is working on befriending them and training them and finding out whether they would want to stay with Tribe or be released back on the material plane when we return.
All right. Well, they probably would want to be released.
Yeah,
but,
I figured.
But, you know, it's up to you what you want to do about that.
Well, she's always yeah, just like with the bear, she's always going to give them that option. But, like, I assume there'd be some animal handling roles or something. Like,
I mean, you
when the time
also
comes.
you also wouldn't think it's a good idea to release them because there wouldn't be a natural part of the ecosystem.
Oh, they're not from Gaian?
No. Dinosaurs are, as far as you know, dinosaurs are extinct on
Okay.
Gaian.
Well, then she's starting to train them. That's what she's doing. She will spend. I'm gonna just subtract a spell slot each morning for her to do some speak with animals, and then it's up to you if like you want me to do like regular animal handling roles or whatever, or if we have to wait till downtime. But she's going to try to start training them because she would like to not have to cage them eventually.
So 4 hours would pass. Getting back to the afternoon, you would go see your contact. And he would tell you, yes, they do have Vlad. And he is scheduled to be... well, actually, I think they're still deciding what they're going to do with him. I believe they currently are going to move him to the main Gith stronghold for questioning. Find out more about what he knows.
What his charges?
Yeah, what are his charges?
The guy just sort of laughs. He says, does it matter?
Well, if we can pay off any sort of fine or bounty or whatever need to be paid and get him without...
He says, well, the Gith are often very suspicious of those found out in the wastes. As the what do they call? The Illithids have thralls, often used as spies and other sorts of projects that occur out there. So they, I believe, think he might be one of the Illithid's servant, or one of the Illithid servants.
Would be wise for Tribe to
to make ourselves known to Gith and say we are looking for our friend, or would this be unwise?
Says, I assume from my magics that you are all material planers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Says you
Most, yes.
are probably,
I actually think, the Rothies,
if
that
you are
kind-
confident in your ability to talk, then maybe, but they are also very suspicious of those not from the astral plane. You could be taken for questioning if you identify yourselves as coming from the material plane.
Are there people of influence or power that could be maybe are have influence or power with the Gith, but would be willing to work with outsiders that might be able to pay or assist in some way for their assistance back?
Says there are certain individuals within the ranks of the Queen that might, though no one at this particular place. This is sort of a fortress, kind of on the outskirts of the Gith land. I don't think the leaders here would be interested in dealing with you unless you had something they wanted, which I doubt you do. This is maybe if you have had information on the Illithids and their locations out in the waste or something like that, but I'm guessing...
I've encountered undead Illithid on material plane.
As well. Our people don't generally get involved in what happens on Gaian or any of the other planes outside the astral.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to help you. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's much you can do for your friend. I wish I had better news. I know you paid me a lot to find out. If it helps, he's being kept below the castle in a dungeon underneath.
What is security of castle?
Says there are guards at the outskirts. Most of the gate has an alarm spell constantly upkept on it, making going over without being detected almost impossible, unless you have some other way of getting past the gate. And if you...
Lou, does me looking through the familiar's eyes count as me having seen those plants and things in the garden?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, okay. Okay, possible option. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Once you're inside this fort itself is fairly fortified. None of the windows open, and they aren't actually glass. They're see-through, but the material making them is extremely strong. So you're not going to be able to break through.
Are there any safeguards against extra dimensional spaces or teleportations?
Says the inside has dimensional anchors on several of the rooms, preventing teleportation or planar travel. The outside, not as much. But all the entrances are watched by at least some of the guards. He says, and there's several wizards that scry the grounds from time to time. Just keep an eye on things.
Are the wizards Gith?
Yes.
Okay.
He says,
around at tribe.
Oh, another thing that they might be interested in. Are you familiar with the Githzerai?
Barrow will look blank.
This is another faction of another family of the Gith nation, outcasts from the Queen, but often we have to deal with some of their cells throughout the astral plane and on the in the wastes. If you have information on them, the Gith might be willing to trade it for your friend. It's the one thing that we or that they despise almost as much as the Illithids or the Githzerai.
So the things that the Gith want most are knowledge about Illithids or knowledge about Githzerai, and Tribe would have to go wander about the astral plane to find this information.
He nods and says, unless you want to approach the Gith and ask them directly what you could do to help facilitate the freedom of your friend, but I couldn't speak to that. And again, I'd be very cautious about approaching them unless you have someone who can speak well. Or else you could end up in the same cell as your friend, being sent to the Queen's Council to be judged.
When are they going to transport him, and how are they going to do it?
He says, I believe at the end of the week he's going on the battleship, along with several other prisoners as it leaves the area.
The security of the...
And at that point, it'll be much hard. Well, if he makes it, or if they bring him to the palace, it'll be just about impossible to help him there. It's way more fortified.
Well, when he's taken across the city, like to and from the ship, what's the security of the procession?
Because he wouldn't be taken across the city. The battleship would take him from the fortress itself. It flies over to pick up the cargo and the prisoners before leaving.
That's right. I forgot these were like airships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for the most part, the mariners avoid the markets and the riffraff unless they have a reason to get involved in their business.
I don't know. I'll look around at the rest of the tribe. Barrow looks a little dejected.
Is there anything you can do more than information to help us get in contact with our friend? Give him word?
He seems a little nervous. He says, well, I could possibly get him a message, but it would be of considerable risk to myself. If you would be willing to put up another 30 doubloons, I can make it happen.
Well,
does he remind me, like, is he armed or armored?
This guy, he has mariner armor. He has a silver sword. He has kind of the basic, like, armaments of one of their people, which is like his normal weapon, his silver sword, and like, mariner decoration. He looks more like a soldier than like someone who's in a leadership position.
may I have a moment to converse with my friends?
Nods. He says, yeah, of course, I'll be here a little bit. And tell the captain I said hello. And he still owes me those 5 doubloons from our last encounter.
I'll let him know. I have an idea if we can make it work with this guy.
Yeah.
But it's, it's risky. But you can plane shift, correct, Beryl? We don't all have to leave at once. If you can turn into something real small and he can bring you to Vlad, and I don't know what their defenses are. We'd have to run it by this guy.
Well, it
But
sounds
couldn't you
like
just get both of you out of there and then come back for us. In
it would be risky.
It would take.
Yeah, it would be risky. Because he said that many of the rooms have dimensional anchors, and most likely, rooms where they're trying to keep people imprisoned would be good candidates for such magic if they have that magic. So Beryl could get trapped, or be unable to leave once inside. But Beryl could try if Tribe has plan. And yes, if Beryl could get to Vlad and could teleport, then Beryl could get him back to material plane, even if the rest of Tribe is not with, and Tribe could reconvene. I guess Beryl would, if Beryl was able to get Vlad out, Beryl would come back and try to meet Tribe on ship where Tribe has been staying, and that would be where we meet again to get Tribe back. I don't know. Well, Beryl will take the opportunity if it comes, but Beryl is worried about
My thoughts more were, we find out when he's being transported, and somehow get you on him at that moment, because they can't have him dimensionally anchored the whole walk, I assume. But I don't know. You guys are better at magic than I am. I'm just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks.
The other question would be, could we convince our new friend, the captain, to attempt to intercept the battleship once it's left here?
That'd be a
I guess we could ask
spicy
about.
plan.
Yeah, I guess we could ask about the defenses of the battleship, but I bet they're impressive.
What if we had a T-Rex?
That's right. Have they
we
prepared
come up
for a
alongside,
T-Rex
we come up alongside their
landing on their
ship.
battleship?
It's like the
toss a
whole
turtle on.
menagerie just sent at once. They get like, what the?
We come up
told
alongside
you.
their ship and toss several turtles onto their deck.
No, no, no,
Then-
I told you we should do it.
No, 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 no. Sorry, go ahead. These
Well, if Beryl
velociraptors.
does go to get snuck into Vlad's location, Beryl could always take a turtle in her pocket.
Well, the way it sounds like we have two options here. Like you said, attack the battleship, or we siege this area now and just make it to Vlad and get out of here. So we handle all our odds and ends before we do it, and then we try to get in there. But
Yeah.
in all honesty, I don't know how easy that's going to be.
I think Tribe needs a plan, and I think Tribe plan should not be all-out offensive. Should attempt to take on smaller groups or have, like stealthier options, because there are many Gith here, and they are well armed, and Tribe is few, and this is not Tribe's home, so we are at disadvantage.
Maybe we could ask him if he can get us in for a back door. Just get us in, and then he walks away, and we do what we need to do to make it.
He will probably ask for quite a few doubloons for this, and
I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's going to cost us money or time. We have 1 week.
Beryl is fine with spending the money to get us closer to Vlad, even the 30 for the message or more for getting us in. Beryl is fine with this. It's just we have to remember that whatever option we choose, we don't have enough doubloons for doing many such options.
No, I know. Especially if we want to get a T-Rex transported back to home before we go.
Yeah. The alarm spells, he mentioned alarm spells, which makes Beryl wonder if this is why some of the guards seem to be aware of my bat's presence. Even though Bat was sneaky for a while and was not caught for a time, they seem to know right away that there was something up and were looking for him. So these alarm spells are, I think, an issue. Beryl has now seen many of the plantings within the walls, and could get Tribe close, but still Tribe would need to get inside building, and yeah. Hey, that balcony, Lou, that was up on the top of the staircase, were there any plantings on that balcony?
No, it was just like in front of the big statue. There was like a large stone balcony that kind of overlooked the trade hub.
It'd be really cool if we could get right to that balcony, but that's too good to be true.
There were plants in the yard. There were a bunch of trees you saw. You're not sure how this spell would work in the astral plane, though.
Oh, the plant spell?
Yeah, you haven't tried it yet.
Oh, what would it? Is there a reason that we would know that it could differ?
Well, you know that the spell in Gaian is sort of like the connection of like plant life in Gaian is all sort of part of the spirit of the world, kind of like how the nature magics are kind of produced.
Okay.
So it might be a little bit different with the astral plane because you're not sure how
of the roots and the earth and what have you.
Yeah, you're not sure exactly how plant life like exists out here without being connected to Mother Gaia or Gaian.
Okay.
And Korik mentioned how magic would some of it wouldn't function at all, and some would be very different.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, if we do plan to use any type of, if any plan that we come up with hinges on particular magic, we should probably test that magic in advance. It sounds like we have a few days. How far away is the end of the week?
So it'd be, I mean, she said a week from now, so it'd be 7 days from now.
Okay. So yeah, if whatever plan Tribe wants to go with, Tribe should test magic beforehand. Beryl should try to transport via plants on this plane if that is pivotal to Tribe's plan, and whatever else we decide is pivotal to our plan we must test.
It's time to break Vlad out.
Is there a way to set up a circle so that you can get back to here if you planar shift and then come back? So you have a known location, or is there like intimacy of the location is what's necessary for planar shift? I don't know.
It's if there's no circle, then Barrel's aim is less accurate. But Beryl can use without circle. It's just that like Beryl can't make sure we appear on the ship's deck or anything like that. We're going to be somewhere nearby. Things like that. Beryl does not know how to make. I don't think Lou, without teleportation circle spell, I don't know how to make circles, right?
Yeah, and I'm not sure you can plane shift to the same plane. I think you do have to like plane shift to a different plane.
Right. I did know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The transport via plants is within the same plane. The plane shift is to change planes. Yeah.
So sorry, what was your question?
Oh, I was just trying to figure out if she could leave and then come back to this plane. If she could actually like, where we are.
Get back to this place. I want to say without a circle,
it just wouldn't be accurate.
I don't know where I'm gonna. Like you can say you want to go to the city of Brass, but you might land on any of the streets there. So
yeah, like it says in the example, if you're trying to reach the city of Brass, you might arrive in the Street of Seal or before the gates or looking at the city.
Unless you happen to also know the location of a circle that you.
So yeah, I mean you'd probably teleport somewhere within this, this place.
Can we ask our gift friend if there are any teleportation circles in the city?
Minos is the name of the trade hub, which
Minos.
It could put you in the market next to the bar, like in the backyard of the Gith. It couldn't put you in a dimensional anchored area, but it could put you anywhere else.
But the thing is if I'm trying to go, like, say, to our ship or to a certain place, I can't do that with accuracy. We don't know where we're going to pop up, and that adds a lot of.
It's more of like it's more like a broad location. You couldn't say like I want to go to the ship and end up in one of the rooms of your,
Would it pop us into the like astral plane, like the wasteland, like a little further out from the city, or would it would at least put us somewhere in this settlement?
It would put you somewhere probably on this asteroid. So if there's like and there are kind of like outer areas that aren't settled, so it might put you like somewhere a little like maybe like an hour away in the distance.
Beryl misses the connectivity feel of Dian soil. This floatiness and asteroids and stuff is very unnatural.
I wonder if you can set up one of those shadow basin point things, the dark. God bless, what the hell is that thing called?
Are you talking about the hollow points?
Hollow point. Thank you. Yeah. I wonder if you could set up.
There is only one that Tribe has not used, and it is back at Inisik.
Were you saying something, Thorothea? I think you got cut off there.
I was saying, I was hoping I don't interact with the teleport unlike last time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you might want to be careful if Thorothea's around when you're doing this.
Okay.
For some reason, it seemed like he is affecting the magics nearby him now. It could be because of that stone he got. You're not sure. Though you only saw that happen the one time when you first came here.
Other than the plants within the grounds of the palace, you called it palace, right?
Yeah, or the bunker or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Other than the plants that she saw there, have there been plants around the city?
Yeah, so there's kind of a park area behind the city, which is weird because you haven't seen it rain or do any of the things that would be required to upkeep like plant life here.
So Beryl would say, like, Beryl wants to test Beryl's plant walk magic. Beryl's not sure if it will work here. If Beryl does this, Beryl will lose some of Beryl's strongest magic for today. But Beryl thinks maybe it's important to try this. What does Tribe think?
I think it's
Test it
worth
out, but just make sure I'm far away.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I think
Actually, we might want to test it with you there to find out if it is going to happen all the time now.
It's true. See
Oh,
if it still affects it.
Yeah, because when we go to use it, you're going to be involved.
All right. So how are you testing it exactly?
I was gonna go either we're at the
are
tavern,
you?
right?
Well, you're in the park near the tavern. Are you gonna say anything
Okay.
else to the guy, or are you gonna let him? Because he has to go soon. Ickvith, are you gonna talk to him at all? Because you told him to wait for a moment.
Yeah, why don't we
okay.
ask him if we can meet us again later in the week, or if he's...
He says,
We'll be back.
I will be in this area most days having lunch, so I would be happy to meet with you again.
Thank you for the information so far.
Yeah, and like I said, tell Kaho, or maybe you can just get him to give you the 5 doubloons and bring it to me.
Okay.
I wasn't kidding about what he owed me.
Okay.
And with that, he would leave.
All right. Maybe next time, Tribe should pay off Kaho's debt with this guy if Tribe still wants help from this guy. But anyway,
now.
yeah. But let's wait and see what plan we come up with and whether or not we need to ask him to be part of it or help us with any of it, because he's going to ask us for more doubloons than what Kaho owes him to help with anything we come up with. Beryl. So this garden that we're in now, is that the same park that you meant that there's a park where I've seen living things?
Yeah, the park behind
right.
the bistro, basically.
I think I want to try to just transport between 2 trees right here.
Okay. So luckily there's not too many people here right now. So,
yeah, I mean, I would kind of look around and pick the timing in a way that
go ahead and let's see. So you spend a 7th level or 6th level spell.
Right. Yeah.
Choosing 2 trees that are sort of near each other. Roll a percentage dice for me.
Ooh. Okay. That's a 100, right?
Yeah.
You?
Okay.
Ooh.
So something feels a little odd to you, but you can feel a connection between the 2 plants. Give me a knowledge.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Give me a knowledge nature check. DC 16.
Ooh.
Okay. So you think
the last 4 nature rolls were nat 1, so it was about time.
yeah. So you think while the magic worked, it's unreliable. There's a 50% chance that it would have failed and sent you someplace random.
Okay, so Beryl would tell the tribe, magic worked. Seems like spell is possible, but Beryl felt very strange pull while using magic. Beryl feels like it's possible that Beryl could be pulled elsewhere than where Beryl wants to be when using this magic here. Beryl feels like is very, very
the
chancy, just up to fate. Go ahead.
Yeah, the network between the plants here just seems a little odd to you versus how you would read them in Gaian. Maybe
The
with
roots-
time and practice you could master it, but right now, yeah, you
Oh.
have kind of a chance of failing, basically, and going someplace unintended.
So
Can you
Beryl
tell
thinks
when you
that
fail, Beryl?
Beryl doesn't know because Beryl felt strange pull, but was able to pull away from it. But pull was strong, and Beryl's not sure. It feels feels
Well, I'll say you don't think you would have known because it just felt weird. That's why you kind of were
very
able to figure out. So you wouldn't know for sure whether you made it or not.
okay. So Beryl just feels much uncertainty. Does not the connectivity of the roots and rich soil of Gaian is not here, and Beryl doesn't trust the plants to always connect. It does not feel right. It worked this time, so this could be a backup plan, but Beryl worries about relying on this magic.
Gotcha. Oh, after my internet issues, it's, I hate to say this, but it's getting to the point I have to leave, and I was wondering if there's anything I missed while I was down because I was taking notes. Sorry.
I mean, I can, well, I'm gonna post the game thing if you want to just look at that. The last like half hour or so, or whatever you missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll
Sorry
post
about
that
that.
after that, so you can use that to see what you missed. I'm
Yeah,
recording,
thanks.
right? Okay, I am. I was gonna say I hope I am. All right, but yeah, we are getting kind of to the end here. The dinosaur buying adventure was interesting. Why don't we do an MVP vote?
Oh, well, that's easy.
Just vote for the T-Rex. He's the real MVP.
No. The turtle T-Rex.
The turtle T-Rex.
I'd love to do that. Whatever we do, we
no
should
one voted for the
incorporate that.
T-Rex.
We have to make this happen.
Thorothy with 3 votes, you are MVP.
Yay.
Congrats. So I'm going to take some notes, and yeah, if Mary, if you can figure out what we traded
Yeah,
for the doubloons,
think-
just to be safe.
So
we sold the scythes. Like we
found
did
the,
that.
did.
That's where we got
the
it.
I think we did. Yeah, I think we sold the scythes and the warhammers. I think we had
Yes.
20 or 30 doubloons, and then we sold a little pack of like +1 weapons. I will go back and listen to the last session and find it before next week so that we can just kind of confirm. But I think that we sold the scythes, which means we just have the one that Titus had in his inventory.
We just have the
I thought
one
we
and then
sold-
the miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
And
well,
I'm
yeah, like I
usually
said, we
ex-
can
Screenshot of the-
confirm, and you're probably right. But if you did sell something else, I don't want to like take your sides and your other stuff.
I was
from you.
literally surprised to find the scythes today because I felt like we had already unloaded so much because we unloaded some stuff while we were in Tyvanis, and then we unloaded some more stuff after we got here. So when I found them, but I'm normally super, super picky about being really accurate with the inventory. So I'm like, well, it says it's here. So, but I want to go back and watch. And if it ends up being the sides, that's fine. I'll just delete all but the one that Titus pulled out of his inventory. And we'll go from there. That should be fine. If there's something else we're forgetting, then I'll find it too. Now, I'm not going to go back to the sessions before that because there was something else that we got a little bit of doubloons from before that.
That was
Like
my
before.
mark.
Well, no, you got like 5, but no, the party got 20 or 30 from something in addition to what we sold. I'll go, but I'll go back and find out what we sold and how much we got for it and what the items were.
Yeah, that's
15
fine.
for the mug I gave to the party. I remember that. And then
I feel like I would have to listen to like 3 sessions to get every possible doubloon we've like. And I don't know that I'll have time for that, but I will go back to the last session where we made some sales.
I think the last session was where you got most of your doubloons.
Right. Because we had lost some of the ones.
Yeah, I think before that's where you first got here. So I don't think you did any there. You were just fighting the Astral Dreadnought. And yeah, if you want, like I said, Hope Caller, you can go and check the last half hour to see what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me finish these notes before I forget.
I think from what I can pick up from the last thing I remember you guys talking about and what you're talking about now, it doesn't sound like you actually did anything while I was off.
We
We're
Other than
brainstorming.
you talked to Ickbith.
we talked to our informant, and he gave us some intel. We do know for sure that Vlad is a prisoner of the gift now. He is under suspicion because he was found out in the astral like wasteland, and that they think that he might be a thrall of like the Illithids or something. He's scheduled to be transferred to a more secure facility at the end of the week. And we have almost no hope of getting him after that transfer. He will be on a battleship after that. Like, he'll be transferred to a battleship from the fort where he's being held now, and then on the battleship transferred to his new location, which will be heavily fortified. We discussed some possible, like, can we get one, like, Titus brought up, like, instead of, like, obviously the group prefers to all stay together, but Titus brought up the possibility of whether our informant can get Beryl to Vlad, like, in wild shape, if she could, like, port him out. But we've also learned that the facility does have some dimensional anchors and other, like, wards against various magic, lots of defenses. So it's a very risky plan to try and get in there without multiple backup plans for how to get out, because we don't know if plan 1 will work, you know?
Right.
Yeah. We talked about Beryl tested her.
Yeah, I was there for the test.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. All right. That's
I updated
cool.
some of your quests as well.
Thank you.
Some of the information we got. Oh, did Thorothi leave? All right.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you.